What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, don't what's good, man. You know we got smoke, man. Come on, bro.
What?
First off, it's early in the mornings. I don't like doing anything in the morning. It's not really early in the morning, but because I didn't go to sleep until like 3, it's early in the morning, Deke. But why didn't I go to sleep till 3, Deke? I blame you. I blame you and only you, Deke. All right? We got a chance to link up yesterday. Obviously, it was a vibe.
Yeah.
We got a chance to talk some business, even better of a vibe. Got a chance to just kick it. We don't get a chance to just like hang out without having to like be working at times.
Right.
We got a chance to just kick it last night. It was a vibe. It was a vibe. But you know why I couldn't go to sleep last night, Deke? Because.
You think about number 14 or 15?
I was thinking about whole 15. I was thinking about how we had an opportunity, Deke. We had an opportunity to do something special, and instead, you have started my origin story. Okay? I will never forget yesterday. I will never forget how I let my man down. I felt like Tim Tebow last night.
Down,
I went Tim Tebow last night, bro. You'll never see another person miss another putt like that again. You'll never see another person not be able to drive off that drive box again. You'll never see another person never be able to get out the sandbox with sufficiency ever again. You'll never see another person not be able to bump and run consistently ever again. That was my energy last night, Deke, and it's all because of you. So, Deke, when I'm obsessing over this golf thing and I'm out here every single day golfing, just know it's because of you. You want to tell the people what you did yesterday, man? You want to let people know?
Yeah. I think we got to give some context here. I feel like I let us down.
Nah, man. You started my origin story, bro. I'm telling you, man. I'm Tim Tebow now.
So, yeah, we had tea time set up yesterday, like 3:30. Just me and you.
Mm-hmm.
We go out, front 9. We're going to play 18. Front 9's going well. We do just the scramble, and we did our own little challenge just to kind of keep it competitive for us, where if we made a bogey, we took like half a shot. If we made double bogey, we took a full shot.
Spice it up a little bit.
Yeah. But as we're starting to close out that front 9, there's a twosome that's starting to catch up to us a little bit.
Uh-oh. See a little smoke action. Okay.
Exactly. I look back.
Uh-oh.
I say to you, I'm like, dude, what do you think? 2v2. 2v2. You were a little hesitant.
I was, because for me, man, I'm not looking for anything competitive in my life right now. I'm on my Mahatma Gandhi. You know what I mean? I'm just chilling. We're non-violent. Everything is a vibe right now. But Deke was like, y'all, bro, I'm just tell you, I can't help it. If they pull up, I gotta ask. Just be ready. You gonna let me die? I say, yo, Deke, bro. I said, Deke, man, I'd have been with you in California. We done been together in Green Bay. We done been together in Pittsburgh, Deke. I said, now, even if I don't agree with it, I've never left you out to dry. So if we going to go there with them, we going to go there, all right? So if that's the energy, that's the vibe. Now, once it did happen, you saw, you had to check me. You was like, yo, bro, why you talking trash already? Because like once you said we on, I'm like, yo, it's on there. So I'm over there talking greasy. Man, y'all suck anyways, but we finna bust y'all. Hey, man, there's money in our pocket right here, knowing that I'm the weak link on the team, worst golfer in the whole foursome. Anywho, but still, that's my energy because you said we was on. So I was like, yo, what's up?
You definitely said something about like, this is like money in the bank, like pretty out loud to where they could hear it.
Absolutely,
I was like, dude,
man.
You can't be doing that.
I figured if we go do it, we go do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of them dudes. I want to talk to you a little bit. I want you to know that I'm kicking your butt, you know? Even though in that scenario, I ain't good enough to kick anyone's butt. I just had to get it off my chest, though, you know?
So yeah, good, what happened was, they got closer and closer to us. And then after 9, we went into the clubhouse, grab a hot dog, grab some drinks. And then they went to the 10th tee box to pass us up. But it was in a timing fashion where
we caught them.
Yeah, it was like bang bang. They
like,
passed us
bro,
up.
Y'all just trying to go without us?
I said to you, bro, I think it's a sign. So we went up to the tee box. They hit their tee shots. They come back. I said, yo, 2v2 scramble. You guys want it? And they were all about it. They played the whole day, like 36. It was something ridiculous.
My man said, I go up here twice a week, every week. I said, all right.
Dude, but we held our own.
We did, bro.
We really did.
We low-key had them, bro. We had them.
We held our own. And, we ended up losing, I think, with like 2 holes left. It was match play. Bro. But yeah, it really. But I kept telling you this on the front nine with golf. It literally can come down to like one shot or just like one break going one way or another.
Literally,
even if you're playing good, bro. Because I felt like we played good on that back. I mean, you hit. It was an unbelievable putt for birdie.
We hit some shots.
Unbelievable putt for birdie.
We contributed. You know what I'm saying? I felt good about what I was bringing to the table in that manner.
That putt was. I was not making that putt.
Listen.
Because I would have read it completely wrong. I'm telling. Like when you hit it, I'm like, oh, this thing's cooked away to the left. It curled right back in, drained. The only problem was they made their birdie. Like,
they did.
We needed them to miss that.
They did.
So we could go up one, have some of that momentum.
Yeah.
Our problem was the bunkers though too. Like I'm not a good bunker player. Like I hit the ball fine. It's just I just missed green side to these bunkers and screwed us.
Yeah. But like I said, it was my fault, bro. So the origin story started last night, man. I was up till 3. I was watching YouTube videos on my swing. I'm like, all right, bro, I gotta get improved now. We back in the lab. That's all I'm saying, man.
Who are you watching?
Everybody. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I gotta watch my guy. Mr. Finau. You know him.
He'd be a good one to watch because
it was him.
He's got a short swing.
And what's the other dude? The Tony dude.
Huh?
Is it like Seguda, I think it's his, or something like that? It's one of these like YouTube dudes I see up there has like a ton of like swings and stuff. So yeah.
I've never heard of him.
Yeah, man, they got a couple of dudes, and it's like this young cat named was like Good or something like that, man. Some type of little golf thing. So I was like, all right, man, let me just check it out, you know? Start watching all type of stuff. I was down that rabbit hole last night, man.
They got a whole golf collective going.
Yeah, I was like, all right, bro. All right, I ain't gonna be the weak link again. I ain't going out like that no more. So, you know.
Dude, it was a blast, though. You can't lie. Yeah. You liked the competitiveness of it.
Oh, no, I did. I absolutely did.
It adds an extra element.
Just for me, I hate to lose. So this is
why you saw me.
But this is why I don't compete if I'm not ready for that just yet. And I know me. I'm like, I'm not golfing versus anybody like that by myself because I'm not there just yet. When I get there, you're going to know because you already heard it come out. Oh, there's money in my pocket. I can't help myself, Deke. I can't help it.
But you saw how it scrambled.
It makes it work, though.
How it can be an equalizer.
It bounces out. It definitely bounces out.
You get what I'm saying?
Because I was able to hit some shots that, like, okay, this works. This helps us out. But then you could do, like,
some
of the heavy lifting.
You had the lag putt early on where it was like, okay, you got it, so we already have our par. Now I could really take a chance for birdie. That helps, like, in a team golf setting.
It was good teamwork, bro. Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, here's my other question with it. Did you actually think I was going to say something to him?
Absolutely, I did. Because I know you, Deke. I know you can't help yourself. If you have that, you don't even have to be intoxicated because you weren't intoxicated, did?
Not like that.
But it's just like if you have your mindset on something, Deke, you're gonna say it.
I just thought it'd be fun.
I've seen you look death really in the eyes and just say some outlandish stuff, and I'm just like, no. Like that's your energy, Deke. Absolutely. But that's why we love it though, because it's like, yo, you're just you.
But it was way better than what you thought, right?
Absolutely.
Because
it was a vibe, bro.
The dudes were chill. It ain't that deep. The 2v2 scramble element, it's
you know
chill.
what I thought it was going to be like? When you hear these stories of Michael Jordan on the golf course gambling and
it can get like that.
I thought it was going to be like that. And I'm just like, bro,
it all depends on who you're playing.
I'm not trying to deal with that today. I'm like, yo, I'm not on that level. We could be competitive like that. That was how I thought it was. Glad it was not like that. Yeah, yesterday that works, man. That definitely works.
It could have been because they were talking at the beginning of doing like, you want to do like a $5 skins game or something, and I was like, dude, let's just do $20.
When he said $20 skins, a person. When he said skins, my mind, I'm thinking like bass. I'm like, bro, I ain't taking my shirt off today because I'm thinking like shirts and skins. I had no clue, bro. Yeah. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah,
I'm still new to this thing, man.
No, but I can't even handle the math of like skin. I'm not worrying about it. $20 a person. Whoever wins out at the end gets $20.
And if y'all beat us, let's fight for the blood at the end. You know what I mean? Final challenge. We were whooping in that one.
It was blast though. I mean, I had a blast.
No, it was straight, bro. It definitely was, man. So shoot, man. With that being said, though, since my origin story has begun officially now, we're gonna go ahead and start this show the way we like to start it, man. So
do you
y'all
have
let us know.
Golfing nickname or superhero nickname?
I'm still trying. It's gonna come to me. It hasn't got there just yet.
Okay.
But you just know, all right? Just know. So anywho, let us know where y'all are tuning in from, man, so we can give y'all those big boy shout outs, baby. Gotta have some fun today. Friday. Let's get it.
Jacob Alessio. 919 NC in the house as always. DM 4191 760 Fallbrook, California. Hopping in, eating breakfast, and then off to work.
I like it. Let's go.
Yeah, my health is really down bad. Speaking of breakfast, I don't even think you can imagine what I had for breakfast this morning.
Oh, you had breakfast this morning?
I guess. I ate something, if you want to call it breakfast. I don't even think you can guess.
A Pop-Tart.
No. I'll give you one more guess.
Candy.
No. Ready? Chef Boyardee, canned ravioli, 2 slices of butter bread.
But low key though, that's actually pretty daggone good. You know what I had for breakfast this morning?
Okay. Water?
What's this tea I'm drinking on right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't eat breakfast, bro. I'm like the worst.
No, I hear that's better
eating,
for you.
bro.
I hear that's better for you.
Well, they say you're supposed to. I thought you're supposed to eat breakfast because they say you're supposed to like get it out the way and then you like burn it off all throughout the day versus like eating like a big dinner and you like go to sleep on it. At least that's what I heard. I don't know. I don't really follow it.
I think your choice was much healthier than mine.
Yours is way more tastier than mine, though, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's something I needed, I think, from some of the alcohol yesterday. Just needed like something in the system.
It's like that sometimes.
Soak it up. Mm-hmm. Nick Y, 918, Tulsa, Oklahoma. What up, my buds?
What it do? What
Smoking
it do?
That dab.
Ooh, dab on him one time. I like it. That dab ain't nothing to mess with now. Whew, daddy-o, I like it.
John Doe, live from the 412. Y'all already, and he's giving us some laughing emojis.
Okay,
I guess we're making him laugh.
Let me get in here real quick, man. We got Craig Ellis tuning in from the 717 Lancaster, PA. The Analyzer, 412 Mon Valley. We off today, baby. Love that. Gotta love that. Can't forget Jaheim Johnson, the 330 Youngstown, Ohio. Big energy. I like it. I like it. Bart Basquiat, the 805,000 Oaks, California. And we can't forget about Adonis Meets Christ. Shouts out from Seattle. Shout out to Seattle, baby. Love that. Love that. And then let me see who we have. Oh, Naughty or Nice, the 973 Orange, New Jersey. I mean Wu-Tang Clan. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it, man. Absolutely. Alrighty. You got anything else on yours?
Yeah, I just want to read this one. Stan Claire, last time I ate ravioli, I was on acid. Didn't turn out good. So I guess he's done with
ravioli or acid. I guess it's either or right there. Huh?
He's done with ravioli because he didn't say last time I did acid.
Yeah.
He said last time I had ravioli.
You're right. Context clues. Shout out to the acid people. Jesus.
One more. Moats Daddy, 501 Searcy, Arkansas.
Let's go.
Damn, y'all just skip me like that. No, I got you.
No, we got you, baby.
All right, that's the last one. Let me get into the chats. All right, we got official momentum in the house. Happy Friday, guys. Corey Flores, 614, baby, Columbus, Ohio. All love. Official momentum says, prayers today for my teacher viewing.
No, definitely, man. Definitely stay strong with that, man. Absolutely.
Derek Nelson has joined the upper room.
Oh, shout out to the homie Derek Nelson, and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed, baby. Appreciate you joining the family, and welcome.
Official momentum, salute to Tomlin for helping them kids stop fighting. Did you see this vid?
Which vid? No.
My attention span's so bad that I read a caption, see there is a vid out there, and just make up whatever happened in my mind. Yeah, like I didn't even see the video. So apparently he just brought some kids over
like
to
the
do some
drills. With like Najee and stuff.
See, like I don't know how much it was played up that they were like fighting and Tomlin like broke it up. That's what the storyline is.
Gosh.
I didn't see the video.
See, I just saw the video of them doing the actual drills. But it was with, like, Najee already over there. I never saw any, like, fighting.
That's what I mean. Initially, I thought it was just Tomlin helping the kids and giving them something to do.
Yeah, that's what I thought,
something
too.
Fun, give them a cool experience being around the players and whatnot. But then apparently he's actually also doing a good service because they were fighting. Well, I didn't see the video, so I'm just giving you what I've seen out there.
Either way, it's not uncommon for people to fight, especially at that age group, man. And obviously, man, when you talk about some of the groups that we do bring up there, they are some inner city kids, some at-risk youth, and that is why you bring them up there, because a lot of us can relate to some of that upbringing, and ultimately just showing how football can be another way to channel that energy, another way to channel some of that aggression that does come out, you know, typically when those kids don't have something to do, man, don't have something to take their mind off of their current environment, man. So salute Coach Tomlin if that was the full case of stuff like that, man.
Right, either way, it's a good look for
it's
Tomlin.
dope,
because if the
It's
kids
dope.
were fighting and it was looking bad,
Yeah.
then, Tomlin saved the day.
Absolutely,
and even if they aren't, Tomlin's just doing a good deed and
either way, it's super
helping out
cool
some
too,
kids,
bro.
inspiring some kids.
It was super cool.
So
When I saw the video, I was like, yo, it's dope that Coach T is just running this little, like, drill with these little kids out here, man. I mean, they were, like, little kids. They were probably, like, high school age, like. So, yeah.
Fish momentum. Omar Khan told McAfee he ain't trading our QBs.
Yep. That's what I'm just saying. If the GM said, I don't really care about the rumors, man. Gotta trust GM until he tells us otherwise.
Fish momentum. Glad Cam Hayward is okay.
Yeah. Yes, Cam had got hurt at the beginning of 7 shots yesterday. Went down, but he was able to get off on his own power and stuff like that. So yeah. But Loudermilk, he went out with a rib injury yesterday. Did not return. So that's when we'll obviously be looking at no Highsmith yesterday again. No Marcus Allen again. So yeah.
Yeah, with Cam Hayward, as long as it's not something like nagging him for the whole season.
Yeah. And we haven't had any new information come out on it just yet, but from the way that everybody kind of reacted and talked about it, it doesn't appear to be anything crazy, but obviously we'll get more information on that today. I keep forgetting it's 10 o'clock in the morning right now. So, yeah, a little later today, you know?
Training camp's done, right?
Yes. In terms of the open practice portion, that was the last day yesterday. So, today they're going to have a closed practice, more pseudo mock game situation. No pads, though. They weren't in pads yesterday either, which was something that they were supposed to be. So that was a little bit of a change up. But
Tomlin's getting soft.
That's what I kept saying, man. But yeah, they're like I said, no, they'll leave Latrobe after their walk doing stuff this morning. Obviously, fly out Jacksonville. Then from there, all the rest of the practice will be on the south side, which is not open to the public. Just throwing that out there, so don't show up over there trying to see anything.
It's open to the Patriots spies, though.
Yeah, it's a strong possibility.
They'll somehow find a way. Fish momentum. Moats and Deke, I got y'all back, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man, we could have used him out there, man. he great at everything. He know everybody. Maybe he could have told them a story to like confuse them and make them shoot a little bat on one of them holes, man.
Gave him a story, been our caddy.
Something, bro. Something, man. Dang. Had me out there, you know what I'm saying, looking at my man sideways. And then he had a Penn State little golf cover. You know, I don't like Penn State, so I was over here feeling extra some type of way. Deke trying to make friends, talking about, yeah, man, I like Penn State too. Yeah, man, we are.
I ain't say that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he did. Deke was like,
I had to shut my mouth.
Nah, Deke was like, yo, bro, I'm glad we got Kenny Pickett here. I was tired of Ben. He was like, yup, I agree with you too, man. And Deke was like, told you. I was like, wow, Deke done changed up out here. It was crazy.
Come on, man. Fish momentum. Moats, I emailed you videos from concert choir.
I have not checked that just yet. All right. But we will get to that, though. Definitely will.
Elijah Boykin, 336 Greensboro, by the way of Mars.
Shout out to the way of Mars, too. On the early morning, the wake and bake. I like it, man. Top of the morning to you.
Fish momentum. Y'all check out the Ambition music videos.
Have you checked it out yet, man?
I have not. I was actually thinking
remember,
about
you
listening
catch
to
up, bro.
Ambition on the way over, though.
Ooh.
Never got around to it. I played some country.
Fair enough. In the morning, I get it.
Some George Strait.
Ooh. Jeez.
Some classics.
Yeah, absolutely.
Had to break it out. Write this down. I saw God today.
Oh, you did? Okay.
No, that's the song.
I mean, it just sounds good. I was rolling with it.
It's a good song.
I like it.
Good story. Good perspective on it. It's like you could see the good in everything. You could see the God in everything.
I mean, we know George
day-to-day life. It's a really good song. Emotional song.
Come on now, baby. You was reflecting on your performance yesterday, man. It had you in your feelings too. See? We can't be out here golfing like that, Deke. We're going to be out here turning into a monster.
I thank God forsaking me on that second shot got in 15.
Hey, Stevie, let's go.
I saw God, and then I didn't see him anymore.
Oh, man. I felt like my karma had hit me when I was in that sand pit on that last one when I seen Deke chuck his ball in the woods and then throw his club in the woods, and he says, Moats, it's on you.
I did. Well, it was.
See,
I was just being real because, like, you needed to make it.
Say, yo, it's on you.
We were out of shots.
I said, yo, Deke, you just chucked your ball in the woods. You done chucked your club in the woods. And you telling me this shot sold me? Yeah.
You needed to make it.
I was like, whatever I've done in the past, this is clearly, it's coming back to get me right here in this moment. Thank you a lot. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
That was a pretty big club toss, too. You were like, where are you walking to?
Yo. I thought you had lost your mind. I'm like, yo, is Deke, you good? Go and get my club, bro. So I'll get the cart. Don't worry about it.
Nah, you need that. And I think here was the problem, too. You kept on trying to, like, settle me down or, like, talk positive. Dude, it's like, no, dude, you just got to let me be angry.
Oh, man. It was pretty funny, bro.
You just got to let me have it.
It was pretty funny, man.
Fish momentum. Ambition live at Rivers, September 30th.
Hey, that's coming up, man. Next
Don't forget it.
It's coming up. Let's go.
Derek Nelson, had to renew my subscription. LOL. Tomlin said KP is getting reps behind the first-string line. Can't wait to see what it looks like. And I'm relying on y'all next Friday for a 10-hour road trip back home to it by myself. Illinois. I'm sorry.
Where did you call it?
To it.
Oh.
The L looked like a T. I told you I might need a new prescription on my glasses.
Oh, yeah, you. Fair enough. Yes, fair enough. But yeah, that is very accurate, man. Kenny Pickett will be getting reps with the twos. He'll be the first. He'll be the first quarterback coming in once Mitch comes off of the field, based on what Coach Tomlin has said. And that was, I think he went ahead and confirmed it again. I want to say it was yesterday before practice. When he was talking about just Kenny's expanded role and what that's going to look like. I forgot who else he said. It was somebody else he said was going to be playing in this game. I know Najee wants to play. Najee has said that he's going to play. He's supposed to play and he wants to play and get carries in at least one of these final 2 preseason games.
He's like, I'm going to play in one of these damn games.
Yeah, that's what he said. So we'll see. I'm not a fan of it, but at the same time, I get it. I 100% understand where he is coming from. It's just that fine line of, dude, I want to protect you from yourself, but at the same time, I know you need to be ready to go as well.
If he's fully healthy, there's no harm in giving him a series or two.
Because my thing is, like, what's the difference between you getting that series and, God forbid, something happens in that first preseason game or the first series, something goes bad, versus, okay, it's the opener in that first series, something goes bad. If it's going to happen, it was going to happen. You know what I mean? So I'm just kind of like, I get where Najee's coming from, but at the same time, it's like I get why you want to be like super cautious because of who he is and stuff like that.
Yeah, it could go either way. Like, I don't want to see him play, but if he really feels like he needs that to be ready for week 1.
Because, I mean, it's one of them things, man. It is very hard, bro. Like, when you talk about trying to be prepared to play in a game, let alone play football without actually playing football. When we talk about, like, guys that typically hold out, and how they usually start slow, because it's like you can do drill work all you want. You can do all the hill runs, all the, gassers and different sprints you want to do, but there is nothing like you playing football and having to read, react, and just be in the moment, Yeah. Whereas when you're running on cones, when you're running sprints or doing drill work, you already know what you're doing. You're looking and you say, okay, I'm running as fast as I can, but I'm just going right there to that cone. Oh, I got to run up here. I'm just going up here and I'm stopping and turn right back around. So it takes a little bit of that edginess off of it. It makes it a little bit easier for you from a mental, just a mental preparation standpoint. So that also plays into it. And then just the actual toll of being hit, the toll of having to pick yourself up off the ground. Man, that takes energy. Physical, man, falling on you back to back, man. Like, yeah, it adds up. So that's the other part where you just want to get your body conditioned and hardened for that type of contact. And for Najee, I get what he is saying, because he's like, yo, no one has touched me. Like, I need to feel it. It's like, I get it, man.
Yeah, you got dudes like Patrick Mahomes saying,
yeah,
I like taking a big hit. I just need that one big hit and I'm ready to go.
Yeah. I mean, because some people, man, like, it's one of them things. I don't even know how to explain it all the way. I don't want to say it gets the jitters out. It makes you feel like you're just comfortable. And it's kind of like just reassuring you that, hey, this don't hurt. I felt this before. Oh, okay. That's all we on today. All right, I'm good now. I just needed one of them.
Yeah.
Like, it's that type of dynamic. So, yeah.
This one. Wow. Steeler Nation on fire. I was watching the Mason throw to Pickens. It was accurate, but was overthrown.
Bro, y'all gotta
Come on,
this, bro. Y'all gotta stop this, bro.
Come on. It was a perfect throw. Overthrown.
If a person feels like it's overthrown, you're not going to be able to change their mind on it, Deke. Just
leave it alone,
bro.
Dude.
If he feels like that throw was overthrown, you just got to let him have it. Okay. We can agree to disagree.
That's when you know the Mason hates bad.
Just agree to disagree, bro. Just agree
Might have been
to
the best
disagree.
throw in all preseason week 1.
That's all I'm saying, but we will just agree to disagree.
Across the whole league. AJ Martinez, how late am I? Dang it. Nah, not too late. You're not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
We're what, 25 minutes in whenever you made that comment?
Yeah, absolutely, man. You're good, bro.
20 minutes in?
Absolutely.
All right, that was AJ Martinez. He's got another one saying, after listening to Logan talk about Chad Scott and cower power, I think Tomlin needs more cower power.
But did I felt like Chad Scott won that argument, didn't he? He won that little exchange in the story. because he was barking back at Cal, and then Cal was trying to get the players the ball out, and then Chad went and had 3 picks back to back, punted all the balls into the stands. That sounds like a dub for Chad.
Am I wrong in thinking that Tomlin's done that before? Like,
I feel like yeah.
Has he done stuff like that? Challenge players one-on-one?
I don't think did he get beat like that though.
Tomlin?
I don't think
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I ain't see AB punt no balls in the end zone. So give me Coach T.
I remember you talking about him chirping up Cam Hayward, saying you ain't no Aaron Donald.
Oh, yeah, that's facts. That is big facts. You nice, but you ain't the one I wanted. I want the guy next door. He was just gone, so I had to settle for you. Say, God dang, Coach.
He ain't saying anything to Debo, right? There's no way.
I'm trying to think. Now, him and Debo's dynamic was different, but you got to think, Debo's, and they say, hey, man, it ain't that too far off.
True.
Yeah, so it's a different dynamic. Like, watching Coach T interact with, like, Seven and Debo, it's like watching him interact with, like, one of his peers, because they all, like, in that same ballpark of age. Yeah, whereas the rest of us, we like, oh, y'all old, but to them, they like, nah, man, we all the same, like, y'all 39, 42, 40, what, that, nah. Yeah.
Is he saying anything to TJ early on? We should have drafted this guy?
Nah, not TJ was one of the ones, man, you ain't need to do a lot with him. Just, hey, roll it on out there. What did Mike say? Mike Logan, he said, man, as soon as he saw what Troy, like, he just kind of knew, like, yeah, that was one of the ones. As soon as we saw what TJ, like, on the team, was like, oh, that's one of those ones. You ain't got to do a lot with him. I'm serious, bro. That's one of the ones, like, it's like Phil Jackson. When you get Jordan on your list and get Kobe on your list, it make your life a lot easier, bro. That's all.
Wow. Hot take here. Caleb Cole. We all know Deke is an undercover Bills fan.
I would agree.
I may have a vid of him doing a table jump.
I would agree.
Hashtag Photoshop.
Bro, speak of I think I got the vid on my shirt, actually. Now that I think... Whoa, what the... Is this Deke? Deke, is that you, Deke?
I think you and Let's Go UW had a conversation before this podcast.
Well, I was watching Chad Muma earlier today. I was rewatching that Jags game.
Oh, that's not even Let's Go UW. Why did I think Caleb Cole's Let's Go UW?
Okay, I said it's definitely Caleb Cole. But if it was Let's Go UW, I was watching some Chad Muma earlier. But
I'm saying, man, like, I just think this is perfect. This does kind of look like you, Deke, and that's your table. Let's go.
Where'd you get that shirt?
Oh, Patty Thomas, man. Thurman Thomas' wife.
Okay. Like, they have some of the shirts or, like, styles like that that are online with NBA teams that I think are really, you know what I mean? Like, stick figures. And
so, like, she started doing these with their the Thurman Thomas, stuff. Like, foundation stuff. So it was like, oh, all right, let me show a little love. It was from, like, a year ago or 2 years ago, matter of fact. Now I think about it, yeah.
We need something like that. Stick figures, emulating iconic plays.
Why don't you be that? Why don't you be that guy?
Maybe. Well, I just threw the idea out there. Someone could steal it. It's either now it's going to be a race for it.
Well, if they steal it, you steal them. Bing.
I'll buy it if they make it good.
Yeah, big paper. Let's go. I hear you.
I want someone to make it. And he says, "Did y'all see the punter they have? Bills punter. You know anything about it?"
I did not. I'm not have. I said I've not have caught up. I need to get caught up, but that is what I plan to do this weekend. So no, I have not just yet.
Fish momentum. Y'all want the Bettis or Lynn Swann story?
Oh. He switched these names up every time, too. I'm starting to catch on with this thing. He switched these names every single time.
He's got a lot.
He got a long
We already heard the Le'Veon Bell story, right?
Yes.
Did we hear the AB one?
We did not hear the AB one. I'm scared of the AB story, personally.
AB, Bettis.
Yeah.
Does he have a Franco one, I think? I think he has a Franco one.
I know he said he got a Mr. Rooney story. We heard that one.
Yes.
We heard the Kiesel story.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has a Troy story. He probably has a Joey Porter story. He definitely has a Joey Porter story. Yeah. You know he has a Joey Porter story.
He also says, Moats and Deke, y'all deserve the key to the city. Wow.
Oh, dang,
Thank
man.
You.
No. Deke deserves the key to the city. I'm small time.
No.
Deke's the rock star. I've seen him out. He's the man.
AJ Martinez, the boss song, Under Pressure.
Under Pressure.
By Queen.
Mm-hmm. That's a dope song, too. I don't want the pressure vibe, though, because I don't want him thinking about pressure. Yeah.
You're reminding him, like, hey, there's a lot of pressure on
that'd be
this
like
kid.
playing ice, baby. Like, yo, don't ice my man while he's wanting to kick it. Like, nah, I don't want to. Don't think of that, you know? Yeah.
Oh, you know what, though? If it is Boz that picked the Ice Ice Baby song,
okay,
that's pretty bad.
Because he's like, yo, I'm ice in my veins.
Yeah. Like, come on, this is nothing to me.
Yeah.
That would be kind of sick.
That would be dope.
Fish momentum. Antonio Brown story. Oh, I guess he's reconfirming that he has it. Also, he called out Brady.
Remember we talked. Remember?
Yeah. We talked about that yesterday.
Yeah. Because I was confused. I was like, did Brady say it was mental health? Like, what did I miss? And then he was like, I don't think he did. I think AB just kind of went there with it. It's like, all right.
Yeah, everything we're hearing is Brady's got some personal dealings right now.
That's it. Got to take a little hiatus. They don't anticipate him missing the start of the season, and the team is aware of it. Yeah.
I think he's one guy you could give the benefit of the doubt to.
I mean, if I had to give it to one guy, I think he would be that one guy. Because I know AB was a little upset that he wasn't given those same type of those type of accommodations. I'm sorry, but AB, at that time of your career, baby, yeah.
Steelers AB, that's different, right?
I was going to say, even Steelers AB, it's like, yeah, but we know why you didn't need that time then either. So it's like, yeah, AB, what good would have come from you having 14 days off, AB? Just think about it. Just at this stage in AB's career, I know he's on the roster right now, but even with this was a year ago. Deke, what good would 14 days away from the team do for AB? That's all, because I'm like, AB, they were helping you. They were saving you from yourself, man. Yeah. You know this, bro. Like, are we serious?
Well, even with Brady, too, he is one of those workaholics. Like,
absolutely.
If he's heading into this season, I know it's pretty clear he's becoming a little bit more focused on family and doing things outside of football.
Man's 43, 44?
But he knows what it takes. Like, if you're committed to a season and he knows what it takes to get to the point where he needs to be, like, I'm sure it's like Najee. Right. He wants to be out there getting the reps.
Absolutely. And along with the fact, when you look at this man's track record for winning, you've never had to question his commitment. You've never had to question his preparation. You've never had to question his focus. So if that's the case, man, yeah, you give that guy. This is the first time we've ever heard of him taking 14 days off in his career. Voluntarily. Like, no injuries, but, like, it's the first time we ever heard this, man. So,
yeah, where are the Bucs without Brady for this season?
Like,
they are trading for Jimmy G, or who knows?
What are we talking about here?
Yeah, I guarantee if you asked them a couple months ago, hey, you can have Brady back. He's just going to take 2 weeks off in training camp.
They would say, absolutely. Give him 3 weeks if he wants.
You saw what the Vikings did with Brett Favre. They let him basically take off the whole training camp and be like, hey, we still want you back. We're begging to have you back.
Absolutely.
Elijah Boykin. Let's keep that chat PG-13 and hit the like button.
Oh, yeah, definitely keep it PG-13. We don't want it too nasty in there now, man. Y'all got to be, because it's all type of people in the chat. Old, young, male, female. We want to make sure this is a friendly environment, an all-inclusive environment, a welcoming environment, because that's what it's all about, baby. We are here for that love.
Skipped one, too. Steeler Nation on Fire says, I don't think Mike Tomlin is going soft. I think this year he's trying to keep all of his players available this year.
Yeah, I mean, that is an approach that, he's been criticized for in the past, man. Some of his camps being a little too physical. I know that was definitely one of my complaints with him on numerous occasions. And he just told me, shut up, it's because you went to JMU. And I said, all right, coach, you like it. I ain't trying to get fired. Otherwise, I'd tell you something, too. But I can see him under, just with this team potentially saying, all right, let me try to dial it back a little bit. Let me try to focus a little bit more on the mental element instead of the physical element. And, I mean, there's pros and cons to that approach, even when you're talking about a younger team like we currently have right now. If you're not really worried about them physically being able to, hit and do some of those things because you trust that part of their game, well, yeah, you could take the pads off and really focus more on the mental part. You could focus more on the hands and technique element of it versus putting full pads on and always having to go bang, 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 So in that capacity, man, I could definitely understand it if that were the case.
AJ Martinez, Cowher's push made Scott play harder and punt the ball. It's a mind game, and Cowher won.
Okay.
Craig Ellis, I just want to give you both a shout-out. It's been awesome watching this channel grow, and I appreciate you all being yourselves. Let's go Steelers.
Nah, man, I appreciate you. And I appreciate you growing with us and all y'all growing with us, man. We a family in this thing, baby. We all doing it together. Let's keep it rolling.
Fish Momentum says the choir video I sent was my solo. Let There Be Peace.
Okay. Because you do got the band.
He's giving, what is he trying to send an audition tape or something?
He got the band, bro. You got the band. He's already said he's going to be featured with you. So I'm just, all right. You see the connection right there, man.
He's trying to speak things into existence.
You see the connection right there, bro.
He's pulling a LeVar Ball.
You see, oh, Lord.
AJ Martinez, loyalty to your coach is an amazing thing. Poor Vita. I'm 53, so I will always lean to Cowher because of his old school view.
Oh, no, I respect that. Absolutely, man. Everybody has that coach for them, man. For me, it was Coach Tomlin, but for some people, it was Coach Cowher. For others, it's, position coaches, this type of dudes, that type of dude. But for me, Coach Tomlin was my guy, man. Absolutely.
I'm good with either or.
Yeah.
Brady Howe, balls walk out. Whoop that trick.
Oh, you remember that song?
No.
Hustle and Flow?
No.
Fair. But yes, this song was pretty dope, bro. Whoop that trick. It's
picture the towels in cadence. The ack would go crazy.
It would,
the ack. That's what he's saying. The nickname.
I like the ack, sure.
The ack. It's either the ack. I didn't mind the AC unit or the shore.
See, I'm such a stickler. I'm over here I can't call it the ack. It ain't no K in it. It's just a C. So I have to call it the ack, and it ain't gonna hit the same because it ain't the hard.
Right.
Yeah. But I do like the thought process, though, man.
A tough dilemma that we still have in terms of the nickname.
It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate.
Ramsey Salah, just giving us some support. Thank you.
Hey, salute you, man. We appreciate you from the heart. From the heart.
That is it for the Super Chats.
All right. So, with that being said, man, let's dive into this first topic, man, so we can get past this first topic and never have to talk about this first topic again. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Deshaun Watson, they updated the suspension. The NFL, NFLPA, and Deshaun Watson were all able to come to a settlement agreement yesterday. And the new terms and final terms of this suspension. 11 games, and he'll be fined $5 million. The initial suspension was it 6 games, if I remember correctly, with no fine. Obviously, the NFL was appealing to get an indefinite suspension or a year-long suspension at the minimum. So, to me, I do like this compromise. I think that for both parties, they can at least feel like they won in some capacity. For the NFL, they got the suspension bumped up to double-digit games along with a $5 million fine because, more importantly, when you're talking about the suspension, yes, he's going to be suspended without pay, but the way his contract is set up, he's only getting $1 million base salary, and you can only fine the base salary amount per year. So they can't touch any of his signing bonus that he got, and he won't have to worry about any of his money the following years on his remaining on his contract. So that's also why the NFL was big on that fine element of it, getting the $5 million. So like I said, that's their angle on it. So I get for the NFL why they would be okay with that on that side in terms of a compromise. And then, like I said, for Deshaun, I can understand on his side why he would compromise. You finally get this thing put to rest. You finally don't have to worry about the suspension changing. You know exactly when you'll be able to get back on that field. Your team knows. And now you can just go ahead and figure out, your life on and off the field. But, with it as a whole, man, I think that I'm just glad that it's over in that vein of it, so we don't have to discuss it for real anymore like that, and hopefully everything else can get worked out. But yeah, it's just one of them things, man, where I don't think we're ever gonna know or ever gonna 100% be able to say yay or nay, but I'm just glad this over with. So yes.
Yeah, it pretty much goes back to everything we said when the 6-game suspension was initially handed down. This was just the next step in the process. We talked about him getting cleared criminally and then having to go through the whole NFL process. They decided on 6 games, and then the next part of the process is the NFL can appeal it, which they did. And you're right, they came to agreement 11 games. NFL wanted the year. I think whenever they first heard the NFL was appealing it, Deshaun Watson and his camp was trying to get 8 games in the fine.
Yeah. So
this is literally right down the middle. I don't know what else there is to say, really. I mean, this is just the process of everything played out.
Yeah. And once again, in terms of, I know because he spoke again, just kind of in reaction to the settlement, and people were kind of up in arms about the way he was talking, and they're saying, well, he still hasn't said sorry. He still hasn't said that he did anything wrong. And it's just one of them things where it's like, man, if this dude truly believes he's innocent, he's always stood on that innocence this whole time through the grand jury stuff, through 2 NFL investigations as well now. If he's maintained his innocence throughout the whole thing, I just don't see, even in that sense, what would have made him change and say he did something wrong throughout this whole process if that's been his energy the whole time. You know what I mean? So that was why for me, I still wasn't up in arms about him speaking the way that he did yesterday. It was just, it's like, man, he's never changed from what he said, right or wrong. That's been his storyline. So like, it shouldn't have surprised people from my perspective, at least in the way that he was talking yesterday.
Yeah. And I guess talking is one thing and what he's saying, because I could see why people were getting like mixed signals from him, where like in some scenarios he's talking about being remorseful, and in other scenarios he's saying he's innocent. I guess both could be true.
Yeah, because you could be remorseful in just in the sense of what all has come from just those situations. Just the remorse of like, dude, the headache of having to deal with this, the headache of what it done to the family, what it's done to the Browns, what it's done to the Texans organization, like his career, that element of it. He could be remorseful for that, but still not feel that he did anything wrong in the sense of, if somebody's falsely accusing you of something, and like I said, we don't know, but just based on what the information and how these judges and grand juries have played it out, it still looks like it's still just he say, she say, because it's not enough factual or hard evidence to convict him on a criminal basis and stuff like that. So it's like, man, if he's felt that strong about his innocence and these people have been accusing him, it's like, why would he turn around and say that? Because if you were in that situation, not a direct because of what he was doing, but if people were accusing you of something and you truly felt that you were innocent and you've played out the various different ways of getting evaluated. We talk about 2 grand juries. We talk about 2 NFL investigations now. And once again, it still hasn't been anything where they can say, hey, this guy did it. We got the smoking gun. This guy did it. We got enough circumstantial evidence. This guy did it. It's like, dang, why would he ever turn around and say he did something like that? And if that was you, would you do that? That's kind of like if a person just accused you of killing somebody and all these people are like, yep, he did it. And you're like, bro, I didn't. Do I own a gun? Yeah, but did I do that? Nah. And that's the part, like, kind of how, like, I think of this situation. Like, I just like, it sucks, but.
Yeah, and I think for the most part, actually, his comment, he's been just pretty vague.
Yeah,
too. Like,
he doesn't specify anything.
People
like
are
that,
taking
man.
a lot of his like and running with them certain ways and whatnot. I just think at the end of the day, it goes back again to what we talked about initially when the suspension was first handed down. Like, I guess talk could be one thing, but the actual actions that all this has come from, the actual actions, the allegations, and that type of stuff, we don't know.
Yeah,
like we don't know any of that. So
either way, hopefully he learns from this situation, and anybody else that might be doing similar situations or thinking about it, hopefully y'all learn from this situation as well, man. Don't do nothing janky. Right. Don't put yourself in janky positions or whatever.
Again, we've said this too.
Yeah.
Well, one,
like
we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't condone any of what has been alleged. We don't condone any of it.
It's that simple, bro. That simple. So, with that being said, we can move on. So,
I think so.
Yes.
I think so.
About to say, because I'm done talking about it. All right. Steelers Jags, man. But we'll transition. I think we got some supers in here as well, man. So let's get a couple of these supers in. After that, man, we'll be good to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We got... I see a couple of fish momentums. Yeah, I think we're starting with him again. Hey, yo, I ain't messing up Deke's band. Hashtag collab. Oh, he just wants to be, like, a part of it.
Like a feature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feature, and then he be the lead singer.
What, like a song or two?
Yeah.
Oh, he's stepping in.
Maybe y'all will perform an Ambition song. Live performance.
That's not our vibe. I mean, we're more like classic rock. We don't have the R&B, classic pop rock, you know what I mean?
But y'all versatile, though, man. Y'all are skilled.
Yeah. Well, if he's singing on one, if he feels like he could, maybe he's trying to replace Ambition himself.
Oh, you're right. Maybe he is. The plot twist. He's performing on September 30th at Rivers Casino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert Hosler, best go-to spots in Virginia Beach, going down next week.
Man, well, no, I would definitely say, man, go right to the waterfront, man, right on Virginia Beach, the boardwalk area. That's the beautiful spot, man. It's touristy, but it's plenty of like places where you can just walk around, foot traffic, restaurants you can go in there and eat. Good diversity too, man. Some like just true like vacation restaurants types, and then you also got some of your higher end stuff out there as well. But I would definitely say out there, man, stay during the daytime. I don't really like it at night. Daytime.
Child of the corn. Yo, Deke. Reaching on Pickens round 6 or 7 in fantasy? ?
It is fantasy season, huh? You playing again this year?
Nah.
Okay.
My life's better without it.
Okay.
It really is. Maybe I'll do some daily stuff.
Yeah.
That could be kind of fun because you could do new lineups week in and week out. I just don't think I have it in me to do a season-long fantasy league.
Yeah, I think I just do it now because it's like it keeps me with my homies. It gives us something to like
100%,
vibe about.
100%.
But like I'm not like invested like that. But I'm decent with it, you know. But I'm definitely not invested in it like that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. That's the fun in fantasy. As long as you're having fun. I don't have fun at times.
I can see how you can take it serious. I could definitely see it. Like I don't look at it like that. I just look at it like this is a chance to just vibe with the homies.
Exactly.
It's a chance to just connect with the homies. Yeah.
Round 6, 7 in fantasy. I'm not too familiar. That sounds like a decent spot to pick him, though.
I don't think I got hurt.
If you think he's gonna be good, take him. I don't know if that's the normal spot where he's getting drafted at. If he's typically getting drafted in the 8th or 9th, but you think he's gonna be good, or if he's gonna outperform the other receivers that are gonna get drafted in round 6 and 7, just take him. So you make sure you have him. That's the beauty of fantasy. You make your calls before the season.
Yeah.
I think this player's going to be good.
Okay.
If you don't want to risk another team taking him,
I feel you on that.
It's not called a reach.
I feel you on that.
It's not called a reach if he does good.
Absolutely. That's how I felt.
It's called being smart.
That's definitely how I felt last year.
Brian Shorin. It's a good compromise, but should have been 12 because game 12 is against the Texans. I don't think it's a coincidence that the first game's against the Texans.
Yeah, I definitely saw that.
Seems kind of shady they let him play against former team. Shady or marketing savvy, whatever you want to call it.
You know that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It could be both, I guess.
Man.
And then we got Fish Momentum saying, I'm
that
solo.
That was pretty funny, though, that they did that.
It's not a coincidence. 11 game.
Text. I was like, really?
Usually suspensions are what?
10?
6, 8, 4, 12. You know what I mean?
It's even numbers. Yeah, not 11. It's like, what? 11 games? It's weird. Yeah.
Fish Momentum says, funny, bro. I'm solo. Deke, let's do Return of the Mac.
Y'all could do like your own like little 2-piece thing. Yeah. Y'all be like, I'm trying to think, man. Y'all could be like Hall and Oates, man. Yeah.
Wait, so here's the question.
Y'all could be Hall and Oates. Y'all could be the Doobie Brothers. Who else y'all could be, man?
Fish Momentum, do you play anything? It's just going to be drums and singing?
Something like that.
You need something. You need a little melody going with it, too.
Nah, man. Y'all got it, bro. I like this little 2-piece. Y'all could be like Mason Puffy.
Oh, man. Look at this. Yeah. Look at this hot take. Steve Dadick 3. Deke is a fake fan for liking Devin Bush, though. How can I be a fake fan for believing in the player? Thinking that he could turn it around.
Wow, Deke, that's crazy.
Devin Bush is still a Steeler. Man. He's still a Steeler. So I'm still supporting a Steeler, right?
Even though that is funny you say that. So, you know, we talked about that on the last show. While I was starting my origin story last night, I did go back and look at some of the comments. They was definitely in the chat like, he ain't no Steeler. He ain't no Steeler. No, he ain't. He not playing like that. Nah, you can't call him that. I don't care what y'all say. I was like, God dang, all right. So I don't think everybody feels that strongly about that. I'm just throwing it out there. I personally feel like, you know, we all in the same squad. But yeah, that was definitely just want to give you that heads up. Oh, hey now. Look like we got to stop the shizzo. Okay. Pump the brakes. What you got on us, Deke?
Look at this.
Major color alert.
Weaving
major
up Peeper
color
in the
alert.
Chat.
Color
Giving
alert.
A shout out
major color
baller alert.
A color alert. Major color alert. No, salute you. We definitely appreciate you, CDs 86 from the heart. From the heart.
Props to the podcast. So glad you guys do this because the national media gets me heated with the off takes and very biased and uninformed takes. I also love Deke's fan takes. Sometimes. I just want hope and not analytics.
No, man. We definitely appreciate you for that. And talking about that dynamic, that is why we keep the show how we do with me and Deke.
Hope. I give the truth. What's he talking about?
Yeah. He gives the truth. I give the fan takes anywho, man. You know, I'm always biased. You better believe it. But no, man, that is part of the dynamic, though. We do like to give you that versatility. We don't want it to just be you only hearing football, analytics, player. But at the same time, you don't want to just hear fan perspective, passion either. You got to have that balance. And we got that good yin and yang, man. No pun intended. He's the Bills supporter. I'm the Steelers supporter. So it's just, we got that dynamic, man.
Going back to the Bush thing, I'm thinking about getting a jersey.
Mm-hmm. I did see you post something about it. Yeah.
Well, I'm probably not going to get one on NFL. When did the standard iron-on jerseys on NFL.com?
Oh, they went up. The price went up, right?
When did they become 120 or 130
the price
bucks?
definitely went up. I noticed that. Yes.
Well, dude, whenever I was a kid, they used to be
were the cheap ones. It was like $80.
60
tops.
bucks.
Yeah.
I think it went 60, and then as time went on, they got up to like 75, 80. They eventually got to like a clean 100 when I think when they switched over to Nike.
I definitely saw the 120.
Now they're up to like 120, 130 bucks. Are you kidding
me?
For
a random iron-on, yes, dude.
See, I like those jerseys because you don't feel as bad wearing them to the game, getting them a little messed up and stuff. I do like them, but still, holy hell. So I'm not trying to spend 120, 130 bucks on a Devin Bush jersey, so I might have to go to eBay. If I can get one for like 50 or something, I might do that.
Or you could, never mind, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't saying that.
But then with Devin Bush, whenever I just ask the people out there if I should get said jersey, they came in, the poll came in.
They came in like a wrecking ball.
I think it was about 70% said no, 30% said yes.
Yeah.
A lot of comments. Wait till next year. It's gonna be on Marshall's.
That's what I was about to say.
On the clearance rack.
They can hit you with
I'll sell you right now for free.
Just wait a couple weeks, man. You'll get it half off. Don't trip. Like I hear you. I hear you. That's why I was like, I'm not going there. Nope. Jeez.
They may be true.
Nah, but man, hey, hopefully
I gotta support.
But like you said, man, he's gonna get another opportunity tomorrow night, man. So that's the beauty of football. That's the beauty of the NFL. And Coach Tomlin's words verbatim, man. Every day you go out there, it's your living, breathing resume in terms of that tape, man. So he go out there, he put together a solid performance on Saturday night. He can change that narrative, man. If it continues on like what it is, well, he's going to have to deal with that narrative as well, man. But either way, he's going to get an opportunity.
Fish Momentum. I used to play trumpet guitar. Oh, he's probably saying multiple. Trumpet, guitar, and piano, and drums.
Trumpet guitar. I said, I ain't never heard that instrument before.
All right. He played it all.
So he's versatile. So see, y'all can start a little 2-part band. He could be the keys. You could be the drums.
It's not easy doing two things at once, though. Like either playing the keys or guitar and singing.
Who said
I don't know if he's got experience with that.
Who said he can't do two things at once?
It's tough. No, people do it. I'm just saying, big shout out to people that can.
Absolutely, man.
You're one of them?
No, I just knew Earl. Earl, he two things at once. You know him. Oh, now you don't run with your bro? So you ain't running with him no more?
Not like that.
Y'all ain't together no more?
No, not like that.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
No, but I know you play the keys.
Yeah.
Have you done both?
Not at the same time. Not keys and sing, nah. Not keys and
sing. Have you ever sang?
Yeah, I've sang before. I've done drums and sang before, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like
backup?
Yeah, I don't like it, though.
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, I refuse to have a mic
I do not
around
like
me.
it, bro. I do not like it. Yep.
Fish Momentum. Y'all got to go through me talking wild about Deke. Huh?
What happened? You talking about? Oh, he's saying y'all got to go through him if y'all are talking about you.
Right.
Got you. Okay. That might be carryover from last one too, man. Because remember, the dude was a little upset with your reactions to said comments.
Right.
Yes.
Caleb Cole, did you see Coach T on the Devin Bush situation? I think he said the 3-down middle linebacker is definitely up for grabs. Something along those lines.
I did not see directly those comments. I will say this, in terms of the way that the 2-minute drill situation has went. So first, when they called out that dime unit 2 days ago, when it was the one where Kenny Pickett finally got that opportunity, Miles Jack was the linebacker that stayed on that first day they introduced it. It was Miles Jack with that one unit. The past 2 days, it was Devin Bush. So when Miles Jack went in with the ones, a couple days ago, Robert Spillane came in with the 2s. Then yesterday, it was Devin Bush that went in, and then Robert Spillane came in with the 2s as well. I still don't think that. We'll put it like this. I think that they're trying to just continue to evaluate Devin in any, situation that they can to see if he is going to change that narrative, if he's going to make them feel a little bit more confident in themselves and stuff like that, or in his play. So seeing him in those situations, I get what Coach T is trying to say in terms of being up for grabs, but I don't personally look at it as up for grabs. I look at it as it's up for grabs in the sense that if Devin wants to be the guy and be here, go and get it. But if not, then it's going to be up for grabs for somebody else, Like, I guess that is a part of it, but it's not supposed to be that way, if that makes sense too.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be Devin. It's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be up for grabs. It's supposed to be Devin and Miles. But here we are.
Tomlin's trying to figure out probably ways to motivate or
like,
do something.
Seriously.
We shouldn't be at that point.
Like, think about him saying it's up for grabs. Like, why would you want it to be up for grabs? That's, you know what I mean? Like, are we saying, hey, man, wide receiver too? Well, that's up for grabs. Well, I don't know who. Man. It's like, nah, bro. We feel great with our receivers. Like, yo, whether it's Deontay, Claypool, Pickens, like, yo, we straight. We not worried about any of that. It's not up for grabs. Like, no, those are our guys right there. You don't want it to be up for grabs, Devin. Like, you want to be the guy. But we'll see.
Fish momentum. I can sing with piano and sing with guitar.
Okay.
Talented musician. Steeler Nation on fire. What happened to the master? Got caught? Teague.
Talking about Teague, yeah, man.
Who did we sign? We signed someone else.
Bro,
we cut him and brought in someone else.
We didn't have like
probably
3
gonna
moves.
get cut this week.
Yeah, because that's right. They cutting down again. I think it's this Tuesday they cut down 5 more people. But yeah, when Master he got hurt. What was that? They played Saturday, practice Monday. He hurt his ankle Monday. Yeah, and that's one of them things, man. When it's this time of year, you're not allowed to get hurt, bro. No, unless you a certain player, man, or you've done enough to kind of like give this team some belief in you already, or they think that you have a legitimate shot of coming back and making this roster. Yeah, they're not going to spend a lot of time with that, man. So hopefully, for Master, though, hopefully he'll get back healthy. And, you know, whatever happens with him going forward, man, hopefully be successful for him, man. But, yeah, it's one of them things,
I just want to say a couple of these comments before we hit we got a new upper room member.
Okay.
We got Raw Dulles saying, I would make Devin Bush play the whole game against the Jaguars. And then Jacob Alessio said, Deke, I'll give you my Devin Bush jersey for free.
Is that for free?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we on now, for free?
Yeah.
For free? Man.
But yeah, Christy Privat has joined the upper room.
I believe that's Crystal.
Is it?
I think that's an L.
Oh, my God.
I believe that's Crystal, bro.
I told you, I might need a new prescription. It's either that or LASIK.
Oh, man.
I'm in a fork in the road.
Yeah, dude. Holy, yo.
I mean, it really looks like there's a space between the top of that L and the bottom, and it's an I in my eyes. But
oh, man.
it really does, the way I'm looking at it.
Oh.
Honest mistake.
All right.
Sorry, Crystal.
All right. Well, Crystal Privet, hello and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. And welcome to the family. We are so glad to have you here, man. Yes, indeed.
She also gives some support.
Oh, salute you. She said, man, not only do I join the family, but I come bearing gifts. Lord have mercy. We appreciate you. Nice way to start off the morning.
Yeah. R. Barley 18. We need to move Edmonds. Oh. All right. He says into the box.
I seen, yeah.
Into the box. That's fine. I thought he meant in a trade.
Yeah.
Plays
he
Minka.
is one of the ones they always be throwing out there.
I was like, wait, why Edmonds right now?
What Edmonds
like,
right now? What he do to anybody?
I could see maybe coming off of a bad game where people would want to be trading him. But, like, he's done nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really quiet offseason for Edmonds. Signed him on the cheap. Very valuable deal.
Come on, man.
But, no, he's just talking about moving him into the box.
Okay.
Play Minka and KZ deep. Bush has no motivation. Spillane can't cover a bed with a blanket. Market is trash. Hybrid is our only hope. Remember, I said early on, needed to move on from 41.
But how are we moving on from 41 when it's 55? that's my only thing.
Spillane's contract's cheap. Like, we didn't invest a ton.
The only
him.
reason 41,
Spillane's fine where he's at.
The only reason 41 gets out there is because of 55. And I know the narrative on the whole cover thing, but as I've said, and I should do one of them film sessions just to prove it, I just don't feel like
Spillane?
Yes, because like I get so sick and tired of like that narrative, especially from like last game. That was just pissing me off. I'm like,
he was just around.
Absolutely.
A broken play,
and I'm like,
coverage.
but you know how the narrative goes. We talked about that. And I was like, yo, I should just to prove a point. But I was like, yo, I don't want to deal with that right now. You know, once we get to the season, if Spillane is the starter, then we'll talk about it. Then we'll put some feel good out there for him. But yeah, I'm just like, bro, it's not as bad as people are making it right now, man.
I've been for moving Edmonds up in the past. I would not be opposed. I don't think it has to be the permanent thing for a whole game.
Remember,
could we do it a little bit more?
Edmonds came on the show and said that he was open to it. I just think it's one of them things that if you haven't been working on it already, why do you want to introduce it, you know?
They haven't been doing it at all.
Nah. And it's like, why would you? Because he's the starting strong safety. So if he's my starting strong safety, why am I trying to move him into this box and have him learn in this position and potentially taking away from his development at the strong safety spot, where we say he's still getting better each and every year? We talked about the ball skills improvement. We saw that from a tangible standpoint last year.
Cover skills.
It's like, yo, he's clearly improving at that spot.
Tackling.
Why move him? You know, and I think that's the coach's mindset with it. I know Damani Casey came in and played really well last week, and showing the physicality was something that was really good about him in that part. But that is something that he has to continue to show, because that hasn't always been, you know, the strong point in his game. Whereas for Edmonds, we've never had to question that. So with that, I'm kind of chill on moving Edmonds right now. I get the idea of, you know, trying to have a hybrid inside linebacker, but I just don't think that's the one right now, to me personally.
Adam Brown. Bush giving off small Deke energy. Flores got this.
Man, I'm hoping so, man. I need Mr. Flores, man, to go ahead and talk to him, man. Give him that heart-to-heart, the win one for the Gipper, whatever it is, man. Maybe he needs extra incentive. Pay him a little money under the table. Maybe that's what he needs, man. I get
Go Saints.
$100K to go out there and do something special. Dave Devin.
Vintage
Cash.
2011 New Orleans Saints on him.
Come on, man. Sometimes you need a little incentive to do better now. I done had to hit you with the
give him an envelope.
Hey, you go out there and get you 3 of them things on special teams, Moats. You know we're gonna take care of you. Oh, I say no more. Hey, Moats, man, you go out there and do something. All right, man, we're gonna get you. All right, now say no more. It's real, man.
Steven giving us some support.
No, salute you, baby.
Salute our Barley 18 says, I sent a super way early in the offseason saying we tender 41 instead of looking at a real legit player who has less holes but jumped on 41 like he was an all-pro first official move. Sorry, dude sucks.
So a tender, which is like the cheapest contract you're giving a free agent. And this is a dude that's...
He doesn't even have that big of a contract right now.
I'm good, yeah. But
he's fine for what we thought he would mean to the team, which is a role linebacker.
Absolutely. If an injury happens, he's the guy that gets you out of a game.
Yeah,
that's his role.
Perfect.
You're not signing 41 to start 17 games. The only reason he's in this conversation is because of 55. But once again, man, if a person has that mindset for 41, it's like, yo, you're going to have that mindset, and that's fine. I don't share that mindset, but that's completely fine if that's how you feel about it, man. Yeah.
This sounds like a pretty funny story. AJ Martinez says, I got a mad dog from a cop as I pointed out to him the idiot doing a U-turn in the middle of a 4-way stop, and he wanted smoke. Not a good idea. I'm 1-0.
Ooh. Okay. I don't know.
Mad Dog, the alcohol drink. Is that what he's talking about? The cop just gave him a
I don't know, man.
Little handle of Mad Dog.
I don't know. Maybe it was, though. Maybe. I kind of like it if that was a positive story like that. That would be a vibe, bro.
The cop just like, hey, man, thanks for pointing that out.
Here's
a Mad Dog.
Why was the cop with the Mad Dog? That's the part I'm trying to figure out. But I like the story, though. I just don't know why the cop was the cop on duty with the Mad Dog.
Maybe he bought the Mad Dog for later for himself after he got off duty.
Was the Mad Dog confiscated from somebody else, baby? He just so happened to have it. Then was like, you know what? I don't want to book this into evidence. Too much paperwork. Here, you take it. I just don't know.
Maybe.
I just hope he wasn't like, yo, just pulling on this Mad Dog with my uniform here. Bro, take this Mad Dog, man. It's on you, bro. I just didn't know, bro.
No cap. Mad Dog ain't that bad. I don't know if that's a hot take or not.
That's a hot take, bro.
It's not bad.
You know who's like Mad Dog? My father-in-law. You remember when he was here? Any of his stories, he tell me, man, back when he had that Mad Dog, I'm like,
it's not terrible. It's not terrible at all, actually.
He'd be like, man, we was out there, man, running the street, said with the Mad Dog.
Doesn't taste bad at all. It really doesn't. It's pretty good. Haven't had it in a while, though. I remember...
Your taste bud's been a little altered, too. Remember that? So
no, this is way back, though. This was before COVID. Yeah, I haven't had it since. I mean, this is probably 5-6 years ago, but I remember all the hype going into it before I even drank it. Just everyone saying, oh, this is terrible. This is more like as a joke, we're drinking this. And I was like, I actually like this. What do you guys mean?
Yeah, bro.
Had another glass or two. Man.
Not a chance. Be like, yo, I got something to drink. What you drinking on? Mad Dog? Oh, you can have that, bro. I ain't drinking tonight, bro. I'm good.
Black Hillbilly, 1969. Fellas, who's winning the slot corner position?
Ooh, bro, that is a good convo, man.
Cam Sutton.
Full time? Because if Cam is out there on that outside, then he's not going to be in there full time.
Well, then it's Arthur Millette.
See, I was asking myself, is it Arthur Millette or potentially do you run back with Trey Norwood? Because
I would like Norwood out there.
But
they keep having him listed as safety.
Well, they have him listed as that, but the way they use him is kind of like I talked about with Cam Sutton, how they used him early on. In terms of being down by that line of scrimmage, but he can also cover. That's the thing that I really like about Norwood's game in contrast to Millette. Millette brings you more of the physicality and just that like toughness. I mean, you look at his frame, like he's cut up, you know? But then you look at Norwood. Norwood just has like that natural playmaking ability, almost like a honey badger type style of player and stuff like that. Very different, but you could use them both. Kind of like when we had Cam Sutton and Mike Hilton out there. So that's why for me, when he says who becomes that starter at the slot corner, I'm like, well, if Cam is still competing like he's doing on the outside, it's one of them two, and it's kind of like pick your poison. I kind of lean Norwood just because, like I said, I like the ranginess he brings with the coverage stuff. But if say we playing Baltimore and it's going to be run game, can I get Millette? If we playing the Bengals in this pass game, let me get Norwood. Can I go that route? I'm going to go that route.
Okay.
Yeah.
Optimally, I think it just should be Cam Sutton. We have Levi and Akello starting on the outsides like it should be ever since we signed those two in the offseason.
I mean, that was the thought.
And you're
process.
saying Akello's been looking good, too?
No, he has been. But
he's figuring out
I've
Pickens
also told
bit.
you that Cam Sutton has looked good throughout the whole camp, just minus the George Pickens stuff as well. You know what I mean? So it's like all three of them dudes, and obviously with Levi, he missed some time early on where they said he was sick. Wasn't COVID, but they just said he was sick.
Illness.
Yeah, illness. But he missed, about a week. So even when he came back, though, all three of those dudes have played well and put together good camps. I told you, and even when I talked about them in the capacity of versus George Pickens, I was like, it's literally just Pickens that makes them look like that. None of these other guys do that to them. It's just him. So with Cam, it's like I can still see, if the team is looking at him as being one of those dudes on the outside early downs, and then when you go to your sub package ball, you bump him inside. I could see that, but I could also see them feeling like, you know what? Based on the money, based on us knowing him, and based on what he's been able to do in camp, maybe they keep him out there. Because especially when we look back at the check and was like, yo, he's actually making more than Akello and Levi this season. That part of it kind of makes it a wash now. So, yeah, we shall see, though, man.
Steven, I hope Deontay gets fed with Pickett / Mitch Deke. Deke GOAT.
Nah, man, I'm hoping so as well, man. And he should, man. Deontay's one of those guys, when you talk about just being able to win in a hurry, he does that. He beats, press coverage consistently, routinely, and he wins in a hurry. You talk about those first 5 yards. That's a lot of the reasons why, even last year, when you think about how fast Ben would get rid of the ball at times, a lot of it was going to Deontay because he could win in a hurry. He could get open in a hurry. And I think that even when you're talking about this season right now, we think our O-line is going to be better, and it should be. But worst case, that's what you end up relying or falling back on in some of those situations where you need to move the ball, you need to get it out fast. You look at a Deontay because he's going to give you your slants, he's going to give you your screens, he's going to give you, your now and pass and stuff like that. And I mean, he's one of those dudes that you can get him the ball early, by the line of scrimmage and let him make a guy miss. But we also know that you can do some of the crossing routes, some of the deep stuff as well with him. But he's one of those dynamic dudes that, as a quarterback, that's who you want. You know what I mean? Like, Pickens is going to be fun to play with. Chase is going to be fun. But Deontay is like your play in and play out safety valve because he's winning right now off the line. It's not a build up the speed. It's not a vertical threat. It's I need this. Beat this guy off the line. I need it. Bam, I got him. That's what Deontay brings consistently.
AJ Martinez, mad dog in me.
Oh, you got that mad dog. Oh, no.
I heard a lot of Mad Dog comments in the chat here.
I still can't believe you like Mad Dog, bro. Like, you are definitely the first person I've met under 40 to say they like Mad Dog, bro.
It tastes good. I don't know.
Yeah, you got maybe you got old man taste buds, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know, man.
It tastes good. Maybe I'll have to. We're hanging out again tonight.
Yeah, I'm not
maybe
drinking Mad
Dog.
I'm not drinking Mad Dog. I'm
just
no,
I won't give it to you. I just might need to try it to see if I still like it. I mean, from what I remember, it was good.
We'll see if the young homie, if he like it, maybe he'll sip on that. I ain't sipping that.
Yeah, where do they just got that at Fine Wine and Spirits and stuff? No, not 7-Eleven.
They don't have that 7-Eleven no more?
You know what I did buy though there one time? Actually, pretty recently.
That was a Four Loko.
No, it was probably a cross between that and Mad Dog.
What was it?
Johnny Bootlegger.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, it was terrible.
Okay.
Oh, it was so bad.
Yeah.
I bought it as a joke. I buy a lot of drinks and do stuff as jokes sometimes. I chug the whole thing at this point. I'm like, what am I doing?
See,
what am I doing?
I low-key want to get a Four Loko just for old time's sake. Just for old time's sake.
I don't think I've ever. No, I've had Four Loko.
Yeah.
I've had Four Loko.
Yeah. Just for old time's sake, bro. It's always some crazy nights on the
I'll grab the Mad Dog.
Yeah.
I'll grab a Four Loko.
No. I ain't say tonight I wanted that. I just said that I want to have it on one of these nights, not tonight. No, not tonight.
I'm seeing Mad Dog Deke.
That might be your new name, man.
No, you can't because there's already Mad Dog.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
I can't do that.
You're right.
You could call me that just when I'm drinking Mad Dog, I guess.
Hey, shout out to RC. You saw Ryan, though. Hey, bro, you going to stop yelling at me, man. You going to lower your voice.
People want to rip on Mad Dog or Stephen A. or not. I don't know how you find it amazing. Whenever they're going at it. It's awesome.
Yo. I loved it. I'm not going to lie. I was, like, really enjoying it because Mad Dog was getting high. He was yelling. RC was like, look, man. Look, bro. You're not going to yell at me. Lower your voice. All right? Lower your tone. I'm not going to tell you again. I said, oh, jeez. Hey, now.
Okay, this is a disappointment. AJ Martinez says the cop was mad dogging me.
Oh, like giving him the mean mug, the grill, like, yo, what's going on? All right.
Because I pointed out his job.
All right.
One night a cop tried me outside my girl's house, and he lost 1-0.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Did AJ Martinez just, like, beat up a cop?
Yo. AJ, this is not the Get Indicted hotline, baby. Don't be telling them stories. Don't be, hey, chill. You got to chill.
The cop knew he lost and just like, all right, it's not worth arresting. I don't want to take you in, embarrass myself because I'm going to have to write up that he beat my ass.
But I will say this. I have heard stories where it can be situations like that where it might, like the cop didn't have to be on duty, but you found out afterwards he was a cop. Like I have seen that before.
Okay.
Yeah, like you whoop a dude and he's like, oh, he was a cop. Shady McCoy. Remember when he got in a fight in Philly? Beat up two dudes in the club and they were off-duty officers. But the story as it ran was he beat up two police. And you're like, bro, what? And he was like, yeah, but they were off-duty. They were plainclothes off-duty. You know what I mean? But they will sell it like that. Like, yep, these are cops. And sometimes they will try to like take it to court and pursue some stuff, man. Absolutely. That's like legit, bro.
Money Beans. Wasn't Devin White in the same draft as Bush? Yeah, Devin White went 5. We might have picked the wrong Devin. We would have had to trade up a little bit more to get Devin White.
Yeah.
I went to high school with Todd Gurley. Yeah, for sure. Dude been a walking highlight. Yeah, Todd Gurley in his prime.
Yeah, Todd Gurley was filthy. I'm glad we caught him early before he got nice.
We got Najee has mama mentality. This is from Twan Lavins. For real. Shout
out to that, man. Yeah, he said when he's single, he don't go out, he don't do anything, just football, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. That's what I thought I said. Thought I seen. Yeah, and I ran into this issue again, because I have this like problem. I like to watch videos with no sound on. So I definitely
watching
was
movies
like
with the sound off.
Yeah, I was watching the part of the Najee interview with no sound on. I was like, dang, I probably should turn the sound on so I could hear. But I really wasn't trying to like hear what they were talking about at that moment. I just wanted to like look at it.
So he looked confident?
Yeah, he just looked good.
He was interacting?
I was like, I like when I'm liking the body language.
Looked like a leader?
Yeah. Like he was having a good time.
Nice. Yeah. AJ Martinez, I'm laughing my arse off and tears running down. I'm not talking about the drink, but a mean look, Mad Dog. Yeah, we finally we got to understanding that.
That's like the OG talk, though. I haven't heard people say, like, Mad Dog and, like, yeah, that's like OG or, like, West Coast. I heard that out there, too. Yeah, and that Mad Dog look. It's like when you put that frown up on him. Mad Dog.
Either way, I'm glad we got to talk about Mad Dog for a few minutes.
Is you ice grilling him?
Dr. Quad PhD. Any more trade rumors? No, don't include Claypool. He says Claypool plus Bush for Roquan. Mad Dog Deke is Madden 23 any good? I don't trust the 8. Madden 23 is actually, I've only played it a couple times. The gameplay is smooth.
Okay.
The problem is, I tweeted this out, the game has changed. So this is the opposite of the Wiz Khalifa line of when he says the game done changed. There's just some new players in it. Madden 23, it's a new game. The game has changed. The unfortunate part, it's the same old players in it. The same pieces of garbage that just roll with God squads. Try to glitch it out. All that stuff. That's the problem. The game is actually a lot better.
Man, they got new celebrations. Can you gritty?
Dude, I tried doing a celebration, and I think they switched the button, so I have to figure out the new button. Yeah, it was just the back left trigger.
Okay.
And it's not that anymore. Once I pressed that, he started like juking and stuff.
Can people gritty up there though? Can people gritty?
I heard they included the gritty.
Okay.
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm trying to think what other new things they could add to this
dance.
thing. Oh, is that up there?
They need to add it.
Oh.
It's becoming a trend. Obviously, we're seeing in the preseason, Pickens doing it. There's probably been some other players, right?
We saw you do it, you know?
I did it.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the old stuff way back, I don't know if they still have it in there. Remember when Beckham was doing like the whip and the nay and all that stuff? And yeah, what the gritty's, I mean, the main thing right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what else there could be.
We shall see, man.
All right, that was Dr. Quad. Yeah, I do think Madden 23 is pretty good so far. Claypool and Bush for Roquan. I don't want to include Claypool. I think we could have like one of the best receiving cores in the league.
Yeah. But would giving up Claypool to gain a Roquan, would that be worth it to you, knowing that you have a Deontay and a Pickens?
I wouldn't be thrilled about that.
Calvin?
I want to see what those three receivers look like first.
Boykin?
No, I want to see what those receivers look like first.
But what if you waste that because you have this big hole in the middle of your defense?
Just trade draft picks.
Okay.
Because, hold on, hear me out.
Because what if you already said that you're planning on not re-signing Claypool in 2 years anyways, based on what Pickens is doing and with Deontay already having the new contract. So he's an asset that you already are anticipating moving, letting him go.
Yeah, that's the one way it could make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, could we still re-sign Claypool? I mean, I think we can still get him back.
Yeah, but I thought for me, it's just one of the things that I think they're going to try to re-sign him, and they should. I just think that the price that they're going to probably come at him with, knowing that they got a Deontay Johnson and knowing they got a George Pickens in the wings, is going to be a lot less than what Claypool is probably going to be deserving of. Very different in the context, like when we talked about Deontay, and it was like just based on the comps and based on, you know, what the market is becoming, a lot of those guys are getting overpaid in certain elements. I don't think that Chase will be in a conversation where we're talking about overpaying him, but I think it's one of those things where if you're the Steelers and you're saying we got a Deontay who we just paid and we got a George Pickens, if he puts together a year like he's looking like he might be able to do, I think that changes a lot. I think that would really make Chase expendable in that element of it versus, you know, you saying, hey, let's make a long-term deal with him while we already got a Deontay deal. And then before you know it, potentially a George Pickens deal will be coming up by then because now we're talking 2 years down that line.
Sure. So I'm with you on that. I would just rather have, for this season, Claypool and those receivers.
For sure.
Just give up the draft pick, give up the first rounder in Devin Bush, get Roquan so we could just have everybody. We could have just a loaded roster all around. And then Claypool, if we resign him or not, whatever. Maybe we don't have that first round pick anymore, but you see how good we are at drafting receivers in the second or third round.
Nah, I dig it. I could definitely dig it.
And I feel like we can, you're right, even work with a Calvin Austin next year if he emerges a little bit more and maybe not even have to worry about receiver. I just want to see the loaded roster. How do you feel if it was you?
I mean, yeah, of course you want to see the loaded roster. At the same time, it's not as just simple as give up Devin Bush in a first-round pick because we still got to pay Roquan as well. So that also is going to eliminate me being able to keep a Chase Claypool potentially. Maybe even somebody else.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I'm fine with that. But you're right. It might be an extra person.
That's what I'm
saying.
It
might be like Alex Highsmith or
I don't want to lose two of them
a second
dudes.
cornerback.
Yeah, but I feel like we definitely would lose two dudes because I don't think Chase is going to have the same type of money that we would be paying a Roquan, but it's like now I'm losing the draft pick, I'm paying Roquan, and I'm losing two key players. You know what I mean? Whether, like you said, it's a Highsmith that you don't re-sign, whether it's a Claypool as well that you don't re-sign. I don't want to put a Pat in there because he's still like younger. You know what I mean? So like time wise, it'd be a little bit different. But
nah, Pat's franchise. We got to keep him. Him and Najee stable. Him, Najee, Pickens, and Deontay for the short term. Definitely staples on the offense. So Roquan's the guy that we've been talking about a lot, and someone brought up last episode, are there any other linebackers out there? I just wanted to check to see on Deion Jones because he's going to be turning 28 here. Contract average salary, $14.25 per year.
Okay.
He only has this year and next year left on the deal, though. Falcons are probably going to suck.
You think they're going to suck?
Yeah.
Who did they finish at last year?
And agent is Rosenhaus Sports. Maybe you can have an end. Maybe you can try to broker a deal.
Man, I ain't brokering no deals. I'm good.
I think that would make sense. You probably wouldn't even have to give up Devin Bush. I mean, you can, but like definitely a lesser of the picks. You could give up probably like a 3rd-round pick and Devin Bush for Deion Jones, and that 14's only for 2 years. Whereas Roquan Smith is probably gonna be a 4 or 5 year deal.
5-year deal, yeah.
So that 2 years is a good window where we're still gonna have the cheap rookie deal at quarterback with Pickett. Maybe Deion Jones is the play.
Yeah, but is Deion Jones gonna be as impactful as Roquan though?
Probably not, but I'm just thinking if we don't do the Roquan deal, what are we left with at linebacker? If Devin Bush isn't performing well, like we should probably do something.
I see what you're saying, yeah. Because my thing is like, man, paying Deion Jones 14, is that gonna feel like when we was paying Joe Schobert 11 last year? Think about people at the end of the last season. What did we say, man? Schobert's the better linebacker. We said, man, all things on the table, you should have kept Schobert. Or at least I know that was kind of my angle that I went with it. I know you went with the Devin Bush angle because of the youth and stuff like that and upside. But it's like, yeah, here we are kind of in that same situation. And that's one of the things, like, with the Deion Jones, is like, will we look at that the same exact way of, well, man, I mean, it's good play, but it ain't up to $14 million worth of play. And now we got this, like, different viewpoint of him.
What's his dead cap if we cut him next year? Let me see. It's actually not bad. His cap hit's terrible.
What's his cap hit?
18. That is terrible. But if we cut him, the dead cap's only 5.
Huh. Or you can extend him. So 1 year rental.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like at least we could have him for this year. If things are going down the tubes at linebacker again.
Yeah, that'll give you some options.
Something to consider.
Yeah. Also, like I said, you got the weight approach. You're gonna get another nice little free agency push here in about 2 weeks when all these people get chopped up. And then, you might see something you like. Might be a catch out there. Might be somebody, money-wise or opportunity-wise. Absolutely.
Right, like Joe Hayden.
Yeah, absolutely. It happens, man. It happens every year. So that could be a scenario for him or for the team. And then from there, that be the guy you bring in. But either way, man, it's like I still feel like unless you're going to make this move now, it's going to be a little bit rocky because you're talking about playing middle linebacker. That's like the quarterback of the defense. So unless this guy comes over here and he's like able to really immerse himself and catch on fast, you're going to have a dude not being able to play to his full potential because he's thinking too much. He's having to learn and process it, kind of what we saw with Schobert early on. So that's my only thing like with that. It's like, man, if we're going to do it, can we do it now? When did we do for Schobert? Wasn't it around this time?
Yeah.
It was definitely around this time.
I think it was after the first preseason game.
Yeah, you want to get, a couple weeks of him just getting, comfortable with his defense, man.
It happened literally during
it was like around this time,
games, like halftime.
Yeah, seriously.
AJ Martinez says, I was surrounded by 8 cops.
God damn.
He mean mugged 8 cops and fought them all.
And you here to tell that story, man. God is good. Ain't that nice? Oh, man. Yeah. Whew.
Hold on. He is more to the story. Official Momentum has something in between. Says, Moats and Deke, I got to hang out with y'all soon.
Uh-oh. Get him right, Deke. Get him right, man.
If Mad Dog's on the table, maybe. All right. He said, this is AJ Martinez continuing his story. The cop went to the hospital. It was a mistaken ID, he thought. Hold on. It was a mistaken ID. He thought I was the peeping Tom at the neighbor's house. I had all the charges dropped. What? All right, this story took a turn for like, oh wow, this is getting deep now. What the hell? What happened?
Oh my gosh! At least the charges got dropped. That's good. Shout out to AJ, man. Yeah. I mean, we all go through that, I guess. I get it. We go through it. We definitely do. I'm glad it worked out.
AJ Martinez, Master, I'm 53 years of age. This happened when I was 19, and my girl was a gorgeous 29-year-old witness.
That makes sense. That makes sense at 19. I'm about to say, because I'm trying to think when I had my little situation, I was, 22? Yeah. I could understand that age group. Yep, it can happen like that. You ain't thinking like, we're not thinking how we think at this age or older in AJ's case. So, yeah.
Fish Momentum, Moats and Deke. Let me come in studio and do a take.
All right. I'm going to tell you on that one. That's a no. Nobody comes in studio. You notice we ain't never had a guest in studio. I'm just throwing that out there. Anything else is on the table, but no one's in studio. Just me and Deke. I'm selfish like that. You know what I'm saying? I need my leg room, bro. It can't be, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah.
AJ Martinez.
Just for the studio stuff.
Mason's TD pass to the offensive MVP made me say, damn, he might have the best deep ball on the team. His new team will love him.
Yeah.
Some other team might appreciate Mason.
Then everybody be sick. Nah, nobody would care. They'd be like, oh, yeah, we ain't want to make. Nah.
We got Pickett.
Mm-hmm. Plot twist. Mason goes over there, has the career of his life, changes the game.
Good for him.
And we struggle. You think anyone would be like, I told y'all we should have kept Mason? You think people would say that? I don't think
there are some people. There are some people.
Some people would say that?
There are some people that are Mason truthers right now.
Wow.
There are some people.
Okay.
Trust me, there are. They point to the best deep ball on the team.
Uh-huh.
They don't think he's gotten a fair shake.
What is this fair shake? To me, if you're getting reps, that's a fair shake. That's an opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, they just think they think he's the best quarterback of the bunch.
Okay.
And they're out there. They are very vocal. They're confident in that take. Like what I'm saying is, I think if a Mason trade happened, if he ended up doing good,
yeah,
there are people. Yeah, I don't think it would be fake. There are some people, but you're right. Most of us, it's like, yeah, I think it's time to trade him.
Okay.
It wouldn't be the worst thing.
Fair enough.
The team already told us by signing Mitch and drafting Kenny Pickett. It's time to move on. Michael Payer. Don't we have $20 million more next year? That's dead cap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would help. I mean, you got to think Deontay's contract's going to kick in, though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But we should still have some cash. Omar Khan can figure it out.
Absolutely.
I have no doubt, especially with Pickett being on a rookie deal. And we got Fish Momentum. We'll have more spending cap next year.
Mm-hmm.
So he doubles down on that point. AJ Martinez, I gave up to the 7 cops, Deke.
Oh.
So he fought one of the
He whooped
8.
one and then gave up to the rest.
Yeah.
Man, they just watched it. They just let him fight. Oh, Lord. Man. Shout out to you, AJ. I'm just shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. There you go, man.
Fish Momentum. Keep it G-rated, not PG.
Ooh.
Not PG-13.
Okay.
Not R, not X.
Not triple X.
He wants it G-rated.
G, that's like, I don't even think Disney movies are G. I think Disney movies like PG-13. Who gives you G movies?
I don't know these days. I have no clue what the ratings are.
Shoot, man, you watch some of these daggone cartoons, man. I'll be like, yo, what they just say? Yeah. So I don't know who getting on some G. Yeah, I don't know who got the G.
Zach Miller. Got to tune in for the NFL Young Boys show tomorrow at 7.
No, man, absolutely. And we are glad that you said that because it is time to talk a little bit about that matchup. And I'm excited too, man, because we should get a chance to see some good quality players over there, man. With the Jacksonville Jaguars, they've already played 2 preseason games thus far. They had the Hall of Fame game. I forget who they played in that Hall of Fame game off the top of my head. Raiders, that's what it was. Good call. And then just last week they were playing against the Cleveland Browns. Shout out to the homie Josh Dobbs. But in terms of some of the guys that we will be seeing, definitely Trevor Lawrence. He's gonna be playing. He played, I think it was a quarter last game. Travis Etienne, he's another guy that I'm really excited to see play out there against us, man. The different things that he'll bring to the table. The receivers as well, man. Got some quality guys, man. So it'll be a good test for our DBs. In terms of guys like Marvin Jones, Laquan Treadwell, Zay Jones as well, Christian Kirk, the new money down that way. Shout out to the old teammate and stuff like that. Also, man, up there offensive line, new revamped O-line in the sense that, you know, this should be a good test for some of these young pass rushers to see, can you take what you're doing in practice or have done in practice into the stadium? That will be good, man, because their offensive line, they have some quality players. Not like they're world beaters, but this is going to be a good, just quality test for us on the defense side of the ball. Then on offense, I'm loving what we're going to get a chance to see from our edge, or our tackles. They're going to face Travon Walker, who I think already has 2 sacks in this preseason thus far, putting together a nice little thing, showing that he can get after these quarterbacks.
Josh Allen in the South.
Absolutely. Definitely got Josh Allen, the other Josh Allen. Then you also got Kalon Chasen as well, the cat that was at LSU a couple years ago. And I want to say our former Steeler is down there as well. Yeah, Jameer.
Yep,
Jameer Jones is down that way, man.
Revenge game.
So that's gonna be a good test though to see how our tackles, stand up against them. Dan Moore and Chooks, more importantly, because Josh Allen, he's shown that we know he can do this in this level or at the NFL level. And Trayvon thus far in the preseason has been showing that he's one of those guys looking like he's gonna be able to have some success rushing the passer. But at the inside linebacker spot, I'm loving that too, man. Chad Muma, you got Devin Lloyd down there. What's the cat that just came from Atlanta? I forgot how to pronounce his name. Foyesade Oluka.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's good from Atlanta. Yeah, he just came over there this offseason. So that's also going to be good. And then even on their outside, Shaquille Griffin, it's a good corner, So just in terms of
Tyson Campbell, they drafted him pretty early last year. He's got a lot of talent.
Absolutely, man. So just seeing what that looks like, their secondary is on paper they got it. It's enough to where we'll get a chance to get a better evaluation of our guys. I like this for us in terms of learning about ourselves a lot more than that Seattle game last week. I think that
so you're saying Jacksonville is better than Seattle. That's where
roster,
we're at.
Roster wise, they are. Yes,
looks like it.
They are. Roster
no doubt.
Wise, man. Yeah,
top to bottom, pretty. Outside of receivers, probably.
Yeah.
Running back, maybe it's borderline, maybe it's arguable, but holy hell, I think you're right. And they're going to play these guys because they're a young team. They got a new coach.
And you remember, man, Etienne, he was drafted one pick right after Najee. I know that was one of the dudes when we were both kind of 50-50 on these backs going into the draft day. You ended up saying Najee. I ended up saying Etienne.
Right.
Etienne, the only thing was we had the Liz Frank, right? I don't know if he got into the preseason
Yeah, he missed the whole season.
I don't think he got into the game. I think it was like in practice he did the Liz Frank, so we never even got a chance to see him play out there. Now, thus far in the preseason this year, he's looking like the Etienne that came out of Clemson in terms of the speed, the burst, the vision and stuff. So I'm just excited to see how a Miles Jack revenge game looks, against him. Yeah. Even a Devin Bush in certain elements. I really want Devin to have to match up with him in some capacity.
Or James Robinson.
Just to learn about him. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if Robinson will play. He might be banged up a little bit, right?
Yeah, he's been a little banged up. So, but I do want to see, though, with Devin, it's like, man, all right, this is another young, athletic, freak running back. When you were drafted, it was for you. This is why we brought you here, for that type of stuff. Let's just see, man. Come on. We're going to, for better or worse, let's learn. For better or worse, you're either going to pick it up and do it this year or you're not. Is that not the case? Yeah. So what better time than now to figure out if he can do it?
You're saying last chance?
I'm not saying last chance, but what I'm saying is I would love to go out there and just see it happen, either yay or nay. Either you can do it or you can't. Is this not one of those type of dudes that we brought him in here for? Is this not one of the type of dudes that if we're going to say, hey, let's evaluate Devin, you're either going to be encouraging this guy or you're going to be blitzing on this guy. So if he's cooking you in rush, you better be cooking him in this rush. Like, that's kind of where I'm at with it.
Is there something I'm missing here with Bush? Because last year I actually thought he started off pretty good, like in the Bills game week 1.
No, you're not missing something. It was just, when you talk about the accumulation, though, that's the hard part. Like, it's hard for people to separate week by week performances where you can praise a guy in certain elements versus his whole body of work not being good enough.
I just don't get how we got to that point, though. Because the excuses are coming off the ACL, being rusty and stuff. But I thought he played really good week 1 against the Bills.
But think about when we would come up here and talk about that, and people would say, "Oh, he's coming off the ACL. It's not that much time." And I'm telling you, hey, when I watch him on tape, he's not moving like a guy that is struggling athletically. He's moving like a guy that doesn't know where he is going. Those are two very different things. But when that was kind of how they wanted to go with the excuse. That's why they kept bringing that up later on. And
I probably brought it up too.
You did. And then it was when Jerry O's wife died. Then it was like, oh, well, the coach's wife died. And it's like, I get it, but it's like, bro, we come up with a lot of he ain't the only one that is affected by these similar things. And it's just like, I get it. But, man, eventually you got to say, are you a player or are you not? And that's kind of what it comes down to.
Also, talk about the running backs. Little tight end matchup.
Yeah, heck yeah, man.
Borderline receiver out there.
Yeah, they moved with the Giants, man. He was filthy. Well, he should have been filthy, but in terms of his athletic ability,
injured
he
too
some
much.
Mismatches. Yeah,
didn't really have the quarterback stability up there.
I tell you what, though, Trevor was looking kind of decent.
He's gonna be good.
Yeah, he definitely looks like he's coming into form, man. In this year too, got some weapons around him, got some protection around him. Yeah, you can see the confidence, man. His ability to throw on the run, his ability to just, they was running some zone read stuff with him. Like, you see, what he's really capable of. It's starting to show. So I'm excited to see what he looks like this year, man.
Yeah, I got Jacksonville. Actually, now I'm sure we're going to be doing our division breakdowns, but I kind of got them as a sleeper team heading into this year.
No, I can see
Doug
that, bro.
Peterson, I think, is the perfect coach for this type of scenario. You saw what he did with the Eagles his first couple years there. His first couple years there. And then when things started to get bad is, in year like whatever it was, 3 or 4 after they won a Super Bowl. But in terms of him like reinvigorating a program,
he definitely did.
Bringing some spark, I could see it happening.
And with
the
young quarterback, because he had Wentz up there, now you got Trevor Lawrence down there. Very similar in terms of, the hype around those dudes. They're physical tools. Both of them dudes, big, strong arms, can run. So, yeah, if you're Doug, I think this is a really dope situation. But I just like the way they built that roster up. And that's the part for me where I'm like, man, seeing...
Because even on defense, Devin, you're right. Inside linebacker, or across the board, they got talent. And we were even saying this last year with them. I know we played them in 2020. We didn't play them last year. Yeah, we didn't play them last year, even if you looked at their roster, we were talking about trading for, whatchamacallit?
The corner.
C.J. Henderson. Yeah. So, whenever we looked at them, I'm like, they got talent. This is just a terrible scenario with Urban Meyer. It's just like an absolute mess. Because I saw them, they competed with the Bengals that one Thursday night.
Absolutely. And then we saw them beat the Colts when they had to have it.
Exactly.
That was the other part of it. The Colts had to get the win, and they was like, nah, we're going to go out there and get a win. We can go out there and beat you. Also, I forgot they got the safety out there from 2 years ago, Andre Sisco. Another dude, man. Yeah. They got some players, though, bro. And that's the thing, so when I'm thinking of some of these matchups, man, to me, George Pickens, this is one of those ones I want to see that continued development. I hope he gets Shaquille Griffin, because Shaquille Griffin is definitely a proven corner. He's a good corner in this league. Not a great corner, but a good corner, formidable. And he's a dude that I think will challenge Pickens in certain areas if he gets to match up with him. I still think that Pickens should be able to win his fair share, but I want to see what it looks like versus a guy that's fundamentally sound, a guy that's consistent, and a guy that's just more proven. I think that he's further along as a starting corner than Levi Wallace, than a Cam Sutton and a Kello Witherspoon. And not saying that those three guys haven't already put together dope situations in their own careers respectively, but I do think Shaquille is a little bit further along in that process of being a proven guy that plays outside, snapping, every snap and stuff like that, man. So that's one of them dudes that I would like to see George get a chance to match up with. I'm
thinking, in terms of matchups and stuff, with Jacksonville, I'm a little bit past that. I'm more focused on, there are good matchups. We kind of hinted on them a little bit. I am excited for matchups, but I'm pretty locked into this left guard battle.
Ooh.
They're saying Kendrick Green's going to start.
Mm-hmm.
But
think about this, bro.
I heard what Tomlin said. It's just more based off his availability up to this point.
I'm like, if Dotson has missed about a week of practice, Dotson's back now. But this other guy has been here. He played in the games. He hasn't missed any practices. He's been out there for all that, good, bad, and ugly. He's had some good plays. He's had some bad plays. But it's like, bro, this is a competition, and you're telling us all that it's a competition, and this dude hasn't been in the competition for a whole week. How the heck you just put him out there and put him at the one spot? But once again, this is Dotson's doing in the sense of, he can't control him being injured or not, but it's just doing in the sense that because he wasn't available, he has left the door open. And this is the exact same conversation as the Devin Bush conversation. It's just we feel more confident and we believe that Dotson can put this to bed once he is out there fully healthy competing. With both of these dudes, though, it's like, man, you left that door open. And now Kendrick has an opportunity. If Kendrick goes out here and plays well, now you over here like, okay, what's going to happen in this third preseason game? That's, where you get to when it's at this stage and you still have left that door open, whether it be from your performance or just from you not being out there. And in this case, it was, the latter, him not being out there.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to be locked in. This is going to be the one scenario where I'm probably going to be studying some offensive line.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. But they got, like I said, it'd be still good, though, for Kendrick, man. When you talk about some of these these bigger body dudes on the interior line, man. Excuse me. So like I said, man, they low key got a nice little roster down there, man.
Yeah.
They low key got a nice little roster down there, man. Like I was sleeping on them until I started obviously watching a little bit more of them and looking into their roster. I'm like, okay, all right.
How about running back 2? I'm seeing some tweets that are saying Jaylen Warren has supplanted Benny Snell.
I saw that as well.
So if Najee Harris doesn't play, you're gonna get either Benny Snell or Jaylen Warren. I don't know how they're gonna divvy it up for actual game time here against some pretty good linebackers, against a pretty good defense. At least you're gonna see number ones that are gonna be competing out there.
Now we're gonna get a chance to see with both of those dudes. More importantly with Jaylen Warren, because I do still feel confident in Benny Snell. I think this is more so just when you talk about availability, this is a part of it. The same way with Kendrick Green, this is just a part of it. If you're available, if you've been there, Coach T is going to get that dude that opportunity, unless it's a scenario where it's a Minkah Fitzpatrick, a Tyson Alualu, some of those caliber guys, right? So with this though, man, with Jaylen Warren, it'll be interesting to see, number one, what's your blitz pickup look like versus starters, versus true NFL ones, proven players. What's your ball carrying look like? Your ball security look like versus guys that are actually hunting that ball. When you talk about ones, it's a mentality. A lot of ones understand that part of the game. You got to hunt that football. So it's like, what does that look like? Talk about just the speed. What he saw last week, that's going to be a lot slower. You know, it's going to look a lot slower compared to this week when you're out there with that top unit. And that's the other part for Kenny, why you want to evaluate him. No, we're not talking about him right now, but just in that sense of when you go out there with that next unit that's up in competition, the speed increases because the players are better. The players know what they're doing. It's just a crispness, and it's a lot more of that part. So for Jaylen, I'm also going to be interested to see how he handles that type of stuff.
Hey, how about Jacksonville released that quarterback that actually, he played against us, but also he was playing in that Hall of Fame game? Luton. Jake Luton. He's not even on the team anymore.
Yeah, I know CJ's.
So I'm looking on this depth chart. I'm like, where's Luton? I was expecting him to see it.
Luton was like in
half.
the little game, man. Got a little showing, got a little decent.
They got CJ Beathard and they got EJ Perry.
EJ?
At the third spot.
When did they sign EJ?
I don't know. Maybe.
What?
You think they did it recently?
Let me see.
Hold on. In the offseason.
No. It might have been. No, because he's up here. I overlooked him. Yeah, I saw Trevor Lawrence and I looked at CJ Beathard. I never looked at who the third guy was.
Oh, no. Look at this. Here's what happened. They did the old switcheroo.
So this is recent then.
Jaguars waive EJ Perry July 24th.
Okay.
August 9th, Jaguars add EJ Perry.
Okay. Because I was like, bro, I would have.
Houdini.
I thought we would have known if EJ was, because that was one of the dudes who was on our radar.
Yeah, EJ Perry action.
He was on our radar, man. Heck yeah, man. If EJ.
Mason versus EJ Perry in the second half.
Oh my gosh, that makes it a lot more interesting now. I need that. I need that matchup just because of all the time we spent talking about EJ this offseason. Man,
just to have the fourth guy on practice squad.
Oh my god. Yeah, we got to watch EJ. Absolutely.
EJ Perry could be like a backup for us down the line.
He's like the Ryan Fitzpatrick of this thing.
Right. Man. It's basically what we're talking about with like Oladokin.
Yeah.
And having him like carve out a role for the future as being a backup.
That is funny, man. That's dope right there.
I want to check this line because I think from what I remember, they got Steelers plus 3.5, which... I don't know. I think I got to hit that, man. Are you giving us some points?
I mean, it sounds about right, huh?
It's not like we're going to be sitting a ton of dudes either.
No, we playing our dudes. We compete.
Well, as weird as it sounds, too. I mean, you got to think about this stuff. We're going to have the advantage at the quarterback position the whole way through after Lawrence and Trubisky go down. Because you could just say that's a wash. Now, if you think Lawrence is better, that's fine. I'd actually probably agree with you, but let's just say it's a wash for a preseason game. They're only going to get a few series, right?
Yeah.
But then I think we're going to have the advantage with Pickett coming in and then Mason.
Okay.
If they're going to have Beathard and EJ Perry, we should have the better QB play down the stretch, I think.
Yeah, we should.
So that would make that plus 3.5 a pretty decent bet. Now, is our run defense going to get carved up again?
Man, there is zero chance I'm ever betting on a preseason game, bro. I seen what you know what the fourth quarter in the preseason game look like, bro.
Makes
I ain't
it fun.
With it. Fourth quarter preseason game, Lord have mercy.
Plus 2.5? Yeah, so we're still getting points. Money line is plus 115 to win it outright.
Go ahead, take the points, man.
Plus 2.5 is bad. Cause, I mean, if you win, it's going to be 3. Yeah. Plus 2.5 is bad.
Yeah.
Or no. Well, yeah, no. If Jacksonville, that's what I mean. If Jacksonville won by 3, I'd still lose.
Yeah.
I might take that plus 115 though. What about the quarterbacks? Kenny's getting the second team now.
Yeah.
Do you have any takes or thoughts on how you think it's going to play out?
No, I hope it plays out well for him though. You know, because I think that makes it more interesting for all of us going into that final preseason game. I kind of like this thing still being a little, just leave it a little open, just a little bit. I want it to matter a little bit more in that third one. I don't want that third one to be like, oh, it's officially locked up. Even though it probably would be best for the team, I'm just being selfish here. I'm like, yo, can we just keep just one more week, pretty please? But I honestly don't know, man. I don't know, because I can see this going a couple of ways. I can see, you know, our quarterbacks versus their DBs and us being able to have some success, making it look interesting. I could also see a scenario where we are under duress and we can't protect these quarterbacks. That's the other thing I'm thinking about, especially for Mitch. Whoever's out there with that first unit, I'm like, that Jaguars front, man, even last year, they were able to get after the quarterback. That was something that they could do consistently. Then you bring on Travon Walker, and I'm just like, we're going to really find out about our O-line. That's for me, I'm like, I'm excited, but low-key kind of like, ooh, I hope this is, you know, I hope the money shows up.
This is maybe why we keep the 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah, because if I'm looking and it gets like what it could be like, then I don't think any of these quarterbacks are going to look as good as they could look.
Well, yeah, we don't want anyone to get injured either.
Yeah, that too. Definitely want to make it injured, but just in the sense of like, think about how it looked at times with Kenny out there last week where he's running for his life. Think about at that last drive for Mason where you started, was like, yo, this is getting out of hand here. I could see a scenario, man, where the Jags front is able to have some of that type of success against our offensive line, especially when we start subbing dudes out as well. Because when they bring in some of their dudes in, it's like, oh, no, these are still quality players. For us, we're like, all right, now we getting back to what we had last year. It's a little different. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what we want at all.
Yeah.
So, it actually, even though you don't want to just throw someone out there, but Pickett's mobility could be an X factor in terms of helping win the quarterback competition, because we might need it.
Yeah, it could help him or it could hurt him.
I mean, Trubisky does have decent mobility, though, too, yeah. I think he even flashed it in the first preseason game.
He definitely did. And let me clarify, when I say it can help him or it can hurt him,
yeah,
the thing
I
that I mean is this. With mobile quarterbacks, it's the gift and the curse. Some take it and they don't understand how to move smartly with it, and they get themselves into trouble. We talked about Malik Willis. Instead of just reading and getting rid of the ball, he tries to do it with his legs. Talked about the 2 hits that Kenny took last week, and it's like, yo, you got to know when to try to win with your legs and when to get rid of the ball. What's more important, you trying to outrun this guy but getting caught and slammed on your head by the goal line, or you throwing that ball where we live to play another down? Whereas with Mitch, you don't see Mitch take a lot of that, because it's the difference of just understanding that, yes, I'm mobile, but I'm also smart. I know when to get rid of that ball. I know how to escape. I know when I need to try to beat this defender and when I just need to live to play another down or live to play another day. That's the stuff, what I mean by with like some of these athletic quarterbacks. That was one of the things that we would even talk about with a guy like Michael Vick, for example. We would say, man, when you have these mobile quarterbacks, because they're able to extend plays, a lot of times, man, you're able to get them because they're doing too much. They're always thinking like, oh, I can get it. I got it. I got time. I can make this happen. And it'll get them into trouble at times, you know, versus the guys that aren't quote unquote as mobile. They're not trying to do all that extra stuff. They'll just be like, all right, look, man, get to the next play. And that's some of the stuff where for Kenny is like just understanding that and learning that part, because that will catch up to him otherwise. Yeah.
What's the scenario or scenarios that leave this thing open? Is it Mitch struggling? No, or is it even Mitch playing good, but Kenny lighting it up?
Kenny would have to light it. If Kenny,
no matter what Mitch does.
Yeah, if Kenny plays well, regardless of what Mitch does, I think it's still a conversation because of the momentum, because of the 20th overall selection. If Kenny looks okay or average, I think that it kind of ends the debate, and it'll be Mitch. He'll be the guy going in. You know,
he'll be sitting next week.
Yeah, he'll be sitting or playing the series next week. Like, I think it'll be like that. But it's Kenny's in control. I think that Mason had that opportunity last week, and even though he played well, I still don't think it was enough of that wow to really keep him legitimately in that QB1 conversation. I think for him, he would have to go out there and really like 2-3 touchdown passes type thing, like just look freaky, like look like the season finale against the Browns from 3 years ago. It would have to look like that. If it looks like that, Mason's right back in that conversation because he's with the threes. But if it doesn't, if it looks just okay, if it looks decent, it's like, bro, we're not gonna go back to that. But for Kenny, he can make that move, but he's gonna have to like light it up. I think if he looks really good, You know, and even if it's not even him throwing touchdown passes, but he executes drives where they move the ball and we end up scoring. And he just looks the part. He looks like he's in command of that offense. I think that keeps him in that discussion. But he can't, like, plateau. He can't plateau and he can't look bad. If it's either one of those, then, yeah, I think that they go with Mitch as the safer option.
I'm wondering with Mason if he plays good, that's more for the trade, like the showcase.
Yes.
So that's why I'm thinking with Mason, maybe his fate is actually more determined on Mitch and Kenny. Because if he plays good and Mitch and Kenny play good, we're back to the whole storyline from last week, right?
No, see, I don't think we would be, though, because the storyline would be changed because now Kenny has looked good against the twos and backup starters. Whereas for
no, that's what I'm talking about, though, in terms of, like, Mason's expendable.
Oh, okay, and that's, yeah.
But if Mason plays really good and Mitch and Kenny struggle, now Mason's back. So that's why I mean, like, I think Mason's just determined on what Mitch and Kenny do.
I see what you're saying there. I do. I just think that the way that they're looking at this thing is like Mitch is the guy right now. And Kenny's the only one that's going to get an opportunity to really make that strong of a case right now to move up.
Even if Mitch and Kenny struggle and Mason plays really good.
Because you know what this the at the end of the day we're going to say, man, this Jaguars defense is a lot better than any of this other stuff. And once again, who was out there with who? Mitch was out there with the ones. Kenny was out there with the twos. And now you have Mason out there with the threes. Mason, you should look good out there with threes. That's going to be their response. That's going to be how they talk about it. And then they're going to coach up and critique the Kenny and Mitch struggles. They'll say, hey, look, this is why you want to see these guys out here. But it's not just their play. Look at the O-line. Look at this guy. He has to win this one-on-one. Look at that over there. And that'll be that approach with it, man.
So you think there's no hope for him on the Steelers?
I don't think that there's no hope. I just think that it's very, very tough. Like, he would have to go out there and really, like, do something special. And I'm not saying that he's not capable of that, but it's just a probability thing for me. I just don't know how probable that is right now.
Anything else you wanted to hit on? Key players you're watching?
No, like I said, for me, man, I'm just excited to see.
I want to see Gunner again.
Ooh,
if Gunner can keep that up.
Okay.
Pickett's been talking about him being a really good safety valve. He knows where to be. Can he prove that he's more than just a return man?
Oh, no, I got a couple, actually. I do want to see I want to see Connor Hayward again. Can you replicate what you did last week? Because that was pretty dope. I want to see him replicate that. The next person I would want to see is Damontae Casey. Can he continue with the physicality? You know, the tackling, that part, not shying away from it, because that was interesting last week. I want to see that continue. And then the other dude, man, my man Trey Norwood. He's putting together, like I said, he put together really nice training camp while they were out there at Latrobe. Obviously, we liked how he played in the game. That it was very productive, flew around, looked confident. So I just want to see what that looks like. Can you continue to build on that? Have another one of them games where you're just flying around looking really good out there. Oh, and it looks like we got some color. Like we got to stiz up the show. Shout out to my man R. Barley 18 in the flesh. We definitely appreciate you. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Ooh, he says, for real, for real. Can we stop the Kenny starting stuff? Not happening. He threw check down dump offs and a bad touchdown pass to Warren. A better throw, Warren walks in untouched. It took him 5 years to do anything better than average in college. Let's be real. Wow, that's a tough one right there.
All right, man.
That's a tough one.
How'd you feel about that?
I disagree. We can all have our takes. I get where he's coming from in terms of the conservative play by Kenny last week. I get where he's saying. And we addressed this, the last podcast.
Yeah.
Or 2 podcasts ago, whenever it was. I actually liked what Kenny was doing. Now, was it a little bit more on the conservative side? Yeah, but it was working.
Yeah.
We were moving the sticks. It wasn't at the expense of not getting first downs.
Right.
The only times we didn't get first downs, he took a sack. He was moving the ball. And then he also pushed it outside the numbers on a couple occasions. So I don't know about the whole check down stuff. We were gaining yards on all those short passes.
Yeah.
Taking what the defense gave him. And then the whole 5 years to do anything. I mean, look at Burrow.
All right.
It took him 5 years to do anything, too. Might have been 4. I think actually it was 4. I think it was 4 for each. On the 5th year, maybe that's what he's saying. But on the 5th year for both of them, they both played good.
I'm just, all right. All right. I'm gonna roll with the comparison. We'll roll with it. Because I was agreeing with everything you had. It was just when you put the Joe Burrow, I'm like, bro, what? This is Joe Burrow. We talk like, it's just a little different.
This is Kenny Pickett we're talking about here.
Yeah, exactly. So just on what they were able to accomplish during that last year, that's all. Like similar, but one was greater.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, that's
all I've been saying with the Pickett-Burrow comparisons is don't slight what Pickett did because I think he had less around him at Pitt.
And that's fine.
LSU, I mean, come on.
That's fine.
Jefferson and Chase.
That's fine.
Like, Addison's good. Addison's really good. It's really solid. But, like, what else did Pickett have?
That's
Not much.
fine, man.
He reinvigorated the whole Pitt program. Best year in 40 years for them.
That's cool,
LSU,
man.
they're always in the mix for the SEC, top 10, top 25.
Maybe Kenny should have went to LSU then.
I think what I'm saying is I think if they traded places, it'd be pretty much the same. Burrow would have done fine in Pitt. We won the ACC championship, and I don't know if we won the 90 with Burrow.
I was about to say, I'm trying to hear.
Hear me out.
I'm listening.
Yeah. Pickett didn't do bad in the games we lost. Like, Pickett threw for over 300 yards, 3-4 touchdowns against Miami. The Western Michigan game we lost, he threw 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think it would have been similar for both. I think Pickett's just has those type of numbers he had at Pitt, just a little bit more elevated. Maybe he gets closer to 60 with LSU.
Hey, I'm glad that you believe that. That's all that matters. As long as in your heart you believe it, Deke, that's all that matters, man. I don't share that same belief, though.
I'm not saying Burrow didn't have the better year. I'm not saying that.
It comes off like you are.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying don't sneeze at what Pickett did, and I think the comparisons are there. There's reasons for the comparisons.
I think that people sneeze at it, though, when you make those comparisons because of who Joe Burrow is professionally and what he did during that season is also. Like, Kenny he ain't got no season like what Joe was doing that last year. Like, it was cool what Kenny did. It was dope what Kenny did, but Joe was special. It's the reason why Joe was Joe. That's all I'm saying.
Surround Pickett with Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson and that LSU defense.
It sounds good. But there's a reason why one did do that and one was at Pitt and did not do that. That's all.
What's that mean?
I just said there's a reason. You take it however you want to take it. It's just a reason.
Sure, more highly recruited and whatnot, but in terms of what it means for NFL success, I mean,
one is taking his team to a Super Bowl.
You got Tony Romo coming out of nowhere.
One has taken his team to a Super Bowl.
Pickett's about to write his legacy. We're gonna see. I just think the comparisons. You know how we are with rookies coming in. We always want to do comparisons, and I think that's the one for Pickett.
Joe went to a Super Bowl in 2 seasons. Joe won Comeback Player of the Year in 2 seasons. Did he get a Pro Bowl? I'm sure he has a Pro Bowl in there.
That's
right. He was Pro Bowl and he had to sit out because of Super Bowl. Yeah, excuse me on that. So so it's like if Kenny, same player or very similar player to you in your eyes, we like our roster a ton. We feel like it's going to be pretty equal offensively in terms of the receiver weapons, running back weapons, O-line weapons. So we'll get the opportunity to see if Kenny can do what Burrow has been able to accomplish within those first 2 years. We'll see what it looks like, man.
Yeah. It could be that trajectory. Does it have to be Super Bowl? Oh, dude, all I'm saying, because...
No, does it have to be...
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, Herbert... all I need to see is you're a good, young, ascending quarterback. You're going to be the franchise guy.
That's fair. All right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I just think that's a different argument. You kept saying Joe Burrow. That's the comparison, Joe Burrow. Now you're saying it's a good compliment.
Everyone's their own unique player.
Competent quarterback.
We like doing comparisons, so I'm telling you, if there was a comparison, this would be it.
Fair.
And I think it's a fair one.
But is the comparison solely because of the age?
No.
That's the part for me where I'm just like, when y'all keep saying, no, he played, look at how Joe, I'm like, bro, I'm not seeing that. I don't agree with that. Like, that's where y'all lose me. Outside of the age.
Mobility. People were questioning his deep ball. Both of them, they did, dude. They both compared each guy to Tony Romo. There's a common denominator.
Okay, man. If that's how it works in the Deke, math of quarterbacks and comparisons, cool, man. Like I said, I just don't see it like that.
So you agree with this guy's comment?
In which, man, I got to go back to his comment now.
You want me to read it again?
Oh, no. I don't agree with that, where he was like bashing him, saying that he only threw it short. I'm not going that far. I'm just saying that it's a difference when you're talking about Joe Burrow, though, and what he was able to do early on, and the excitement and the confidence that people had in him after that year. I just think it's a bigger difference. But I get why they would make the similarities or the comparisons. But I just think that, it's like a loose comparison. It's like a loose reference. Yeah. It's not directly based on it. It's just in the ballpark, in the vicinity. I think you looking at it like, boom, yep, they side by side. Guys, I'm telling you, man. And it's like, I don't agree with that, man.
I mean, literally, I think if you measure them up side by side, same height, same arm length.
I bet their hands ain't the same. How about that?
They're close. I mean, Burrow's 9.
Ain't the same.
Well, Burrow's 9. Pickett was 8.5.
I bet they hands
Pickett went to 8 and 5/8.
I bet their hands ain't the same. All right.
So it's only 3/8 inch of a difference. 3/8 inch.
No, it's all good. I like Kenny's hair better. How about that? All
right.
I like you got the little locks, man. It's all right, bro. I like that look.
AJ Martinez. I'm guessing because we're getting close to 12 o'clock. You want me to hit these super
let's
chats?
get these. Yep.
Maybe we give our final score prediction at the very end. He says XXX. I don't know what that means.
Like explicit? Oh, man, we ain't getting free. That's using them when you be searching your stuff on your computer. I be seeing all them X's pop up on your joints. So I just figured that y'all talking about the same thing. I don't want any of that though.
El Moranic. Blaker planted the flag against OSU. What's he gonna do when he smacks the Brownies in week 1? Well, it's at Carolina, so he can't really do anything like that.
Yeah.
Does he do that? Or is this new Baker?
I don't think the energy matters though. I'm sure it is gonna matter, but I don't know for him since like Watson's not gonna be out there. I think it'd hit more for him if he's beating the dude that y'all replaced him with. Like if he go out there and get a dub against Jacoby Brissett or Josh Dobbs, I don't think it hits the same.
Right. It'll feel good though. Still.
Oh, it's always gonna feel good. Absolutely.
Michael Payer, Tyson Campbell versus George Pickens, the Bulldogs matchup. Bulldogs rematch. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're both Georgia.
Absolutely. Pickens gonna win that though.
Fish momentum. Better preseason quarterback, Mason or Trevor?
It's a trick question.
Does Trevor have bad preseason games? Did he have a bad preseason last year?
Maybe it's a new Trevor. It can't be the Trevor Lawrence.
I was gonna say I didn't think he looked bad in his last game.
Yeah.
I would take Trevor Lawrence.
I would take him as well. If we switching them up.
I don't know if preseason's different than regular season though for both those quarterbacks. Mason ain't that bad in the preseason.
Nah.
Tyler LaQuatra, do we have the best special teams unit in football? Top kicker and all-pro returner. Not talked about enough. Shout out Danny Smith. And we have Killebrew. Dude's making plays.
Derek Watt.
Yeah.
That's a part of, like, in terms of his calling card in the NFL, that is what he brings when he's healthy. So, yeah.
Wow.
I'm trying to think what, man.
Is that a segment? Top 10 special teams units in the league. No one else is doing that. We can start doing that.
That's up my wheelhouse. We could talk that. I just didn't know. I don't feel like the masses really appeals.
I'm just gonna say we're
masses.
One. You know what? I'll default to that super chat.
Yeah,
we're one.
Yeah.
Solo one. In my opinion, Dotson was just as bad as Green at center playing left guard. Man, come on. Now. I'm rooting for Green to lock in the left guard for the season. We might need to be more concerned with right guard. Whoa. Doesn't look as solid as expected.
I don't agree with that. To me, I think James Daniels looked really good out there. In terms of Dotson versus Green, I don't think Dotson played bad last year. I think he just has to be more consistent. I think the getting in shape part was a part of it as well, in terms of his last year play earlier on and stuff like that. But, yeah, when he's healthy, when he's motivated, I don't think it's close between Dotson and Green personally. But everybody has their opinion with it, though, so I can understand that, man.
Ramsey Salah. Which player will disappoint? Not all can be good. Okay.
I feel like that's low-hanging fruit.
Player we're really keeping a close eye on for this Jaguars matchup is Devin Bush.
We just want to see what he looks like. We're not anticipating him disappointing, but he is somebody that we'll be watching closely, along with a Kendrick Green, a Kevin Dotson. Definitely want to see those dudes. Robert Spillane is another one we'll be looking closely at, man. I'm definitely checking out these tackles, though, man. I need to see Dan Moore and Chooks. I want to see what they look like versus some of these, edge rushers that they're going to be seeing against, or they'll be playing against on Saturday. Those are the guys for me.
All right, we just read the Art Barley comment.
Yes. Shout out to Art Barley as well, man.
Lou Boy. Mitch had 1,000+ rushing yards with the Bears and 9 rushing touchdowns. Why are people saying Kenny is the only mobile quarterback we have? I thought I gave Mitch some respect whenever I was talking about it. I said, Mitch is
we
mobile.
have, but you also have to remember, man, that at times when a person is trying to have a narrative, they're going to leave out certain facts, and they're going to only hear the facts that they want to hear. You got to understand that. So it's kind of like when people say that, Mason played terrible last week and didn't have any good throws. It's like, all right, bro, if you feel like that after what we saw from him last week, that person stuck in their ways on that day, man. So for the people that don't feel like Mitch is mobile, even after we saw him have to show his mobility last week, it's like, hey, man, all right. They just got that opinion. Can't argue with all of them.
AJ Martinez, the chance of Kenny will get him on the field. Just chant hard enough.
Hey, man, I feel like you do feel that pressure. You feel it, the energy with it, man.
Kenny.
They should do that. Have a noise meter.
Come on, man.
Heinz Field on the Jumbotron. If you reach
this point of Shore Stadium.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
If you reach this point of decibels, we'll put Kenny in.
Kenny.
They would lose their mind.
Kenny.
R. Barley 18. Disagree how? After his 4 eligible NCAA seasons, he was a 5th rounder.
Mm-hmm.
Afterthought. Loophole 5th season got him any attention. Now he's NFL ready, beating 19-year-olds at 23 years old. 1-to-1 touchdown interception ratio. Fumble machine.
I didn't know in the NFL
My man's coming after Kenny.
Yeah, I just didn't know in the NFL everybody plays at the same age. I didn't know that it mattered. Like, no one cares about age in the NFL like that, man. If you could play, you could play. If you can't, you can't. Like, the whole narrative of, he was beating up on younger players, it's like, yo, I don't care. Because when you're a rookie, what do you think that 10-year vet is? A 31-year-old to a 22-year-old, that's a bigger gap than a 23 to a 19.
If you're good, you're good.
Absolutely. If you could ball, you could ball, man. We don't care about I personally don't care about that age stuff, man. Not the NFL level.
Adrian Peterson was a freshman at Oklahoma.
And he was clearly the best running back.
Beating up on everyone.
Yes, absolutely. If you can play, you can play, man.
But I will address his point of the 1-to-1 touchdown to interception rate. It was kind of close to that, I think, for most of his career.
It was up until last year. Yeah.
And being like a 5th rounder. But, I mean, that's my other point. Like, Joe Burrow, I don't know. He would have been like a probably 5th round. Might have even been undrafted after his first year at LSU.
Well, that's a part of playing, though. You develop. You talk about my tape and my evaluation as a junior versus my tape and my evaluation as a senior. It's night and day. As a junior, I was 13 all conference. As a senior, I was the best player in the nation. Like, it's all right. You want to see a guy develop. I don't look at that as a flaw. I look at that as, okay, this guy is still improving. He's still showing that he is not a finished product. You know what I mean? I get it. But like you said, man, if people feel that way about a guy and they that strong about it, it's like, all right, man.
But like with Pickett, and here's what I will say, like, he was a good college quarterback throughout that time. I know the 1-to-1 touchdown interception ratio thing. Yeah, the stats don't look good. He was a good player, though. He was a good quarterback. He was regarded in that way. And he's right. In terms of like a pro prospect, he never really hit that point. Right. He's just a ball player. Right. And that's the one thing like Narduzzi was saying, I think, on the Pitt side, or the Steelers sideline.
He's like a gamer. He was just like,
this dude's a gamer. And he was a really solid quarterback for Pitt those first 4 years, like he's talking about. I mean,
could win with him.
He helped keep us relevant in games. And we definitely fell off whenever he got hurt. Like, it was definitely not the same whenever he was out there. He was a leader. But he was able to finally put it all together for this final season. Refine on that passing and really get locked in.
And protect the ball more because, like you said, the turnovers cut down in a major way. And that was the thing that I liked.
We got AJ Martinez. Deke, 8 will win a ring. Burrow lost at the biggest moment. Don't compare a Bengal to a Steeler. LOL. 8 will be great. You were right.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
So he's saying
let's go.
Pickett over Burrow.
Let's go.
Fish Momentum. Y'all be ready for my stories. Momentum Mondays. Steeler Nation on fire. When Kenny becomes a full starter, cut Mitch and have Mason already traded, or cut, keep Chris and resign Dobbs. Have Mason already traded or cut, keep Chris and resign Dobbs.
Dobbs about to be the starting quarterback in Cleveland for 11 games. Y'all better chill out, man. Y'all better chill out.
Fish Momentum Southern Tier Part 2? Question mark.
Ooh, maybe. Gotta look into it.
Fish Momentum, journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step.
Nah, that's the facts right there, man. I love that quote.
Also says Stairway to 7, journey to the Super Bowl 57.
With the upgrade at quarterback?
I'm not saying that, but there are a lot of signs with that number 57 that
I'm just saying,
are good omens right now.
It's like the upgrade, bro.
He would be the first rookie quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl. If it is Pickett.
So he would be the upgrade is what you're telling me, man.
I'm not going there.
That's what you're telling
Different
me,
players,
man.
different eras.
Different upgrades. That's what you're telling me, man.
Give him his own rightful place in Steelers history.
You said the new eras, it matters. Like the whole Ben versus Bradshaw argument. You know what I mean? So there'll be the Kenny versus Ben argument, man. New always wins. Let's go with Kenny, man. Let's do it. I'm with you, bro.
I'm not going with that.
Come on, man. It's Kenny, bro.
No.
Get the key to the city.
No.
He said no. Not happening.
Let's go, UW. I know it's just August, but Rockin' Around the 412 is starting its fundraiser for their Christmas drive, providing for local Pittsburgh families and kids. Last year, they raised $2,000 and helped out 20 families.
No, that's actually dope right there. Shout out to that, man. Shout out to you. Let's go, UW. Heck yeah, man. Let's get it.
Cam Letson, Penei Sewell, and Juju were literally 19 and 20 when they got drafted and were dominating rookies. Ages don't matter.
I would agree with you on that. TJ Watt, he was another one. I'm looking at him like, bro, he's a rookie. It don't matter. It did not matter. He kicking 31-year-olds, 32-year-olds, 33-year-olds booty like it was nothing. Yeah, man.
Fish momentum. Do it for Ben, Haskins, and the city. Hashtag Berg proud.
Okay.
And finally says, follow Ambition the Kid. Hashtag Pretty Ricky.
Uh-oh. Deke, man. Don't be slacking on that, dude.
All right. Do we want to hit score projections and close this out?
Heck yeah, man. So you know I'm going with another weirdo score. I think this one is going to be... Let's get some points this week, too, man. All right, let me get it 33-29.
High scoring affair.
Steelers. Heck yeah. Can I get some points? I want some points this week, man. 33-29, Steelers.
You going Steelers money line then?
I want it nasty. Yep. I want it nasty. I want the theatrics. All three quarterbacks throw touchdowns.
Okay.
Yeah, all three score touchdowns.
Nice.
All three.
That's what happened last week.
Yep.
I predicted it right last week, but I also predicted it wrong. I called Pickett's 2 touchdowns, but I overlooked Mason and Mitch getting one.
Ah, yes. Who has the throw of the night? Is that another Mason tonight? Mason
throw of the night. I like that.
Because Mason did have the throw of the night
Who has
last
the
week.
throw of the night? Yeah. I think it's undisputed it was Mason, although there was the one person in the comments saying it was overthrown.
He overthrew it. Like, bruh, if you say he's overthrown, it's like...
I was going to say, if anything, it looked slightly underthrown, but I can't. It was a perfect pass. I'm not even going to say underthrown. It was a perfect pass.
He put it where only George can catch the ball in the back corner. If the trash cans were in the back corner of the end zone, that ball is going directly into that trash can. I don't care what none of y'all got to say about that, man. That's a perfect throw, bro. That's a perfect... Like, what did we talk about here, man? Deke,
it was.
How could that throw have been any better? I'm literally trying to look at it and just like, yo, how could this throw be better?
No. Yeah. I don't think there's any space between his toes and the sideline and the white.
Bro, what?
Someone was talking about the over-unders. We got it at 40. So you're definitely taking the over. Yeah. Because it's 41.5 on the total points.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking over. Yeah, okay. I think it's a high-scoring affair, man.
Yeah, 41.5.
We would have covered last week, too, man. We'd have been over last week.
Yeah, it was a lot of points.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Why do I have this feeling Pickett gets 2 more?
All right. Okay.
I got that feeling.
All right.
I think I'm going to give my same prediction. No. Mason's going to get one. Mason will definitely get one in the second half. If he plays most of the second half, Mason's getting one. I don't know if that's included with the pick or not, or a sloppy performance overall, but Mason gets one. Pickett gets 2 again. I think Mitch gets a field goal.
Okay.
So am I not including any running back touchdowns here, rushing touchdowns? It's just going to be a
That's
quarterback,
what it sounds like. Just
quarterback slugfest here.
Or is the quarterbacks throwing touchdowns to running backs, though? Because that was one of the complaints.
There was one to Jalen Moore, so that might happen.
And according to who's the one who we just talked about? According to my man, was it R. Barley? Yeah. It wasn't even a good throw to Jalen Moore. You know. Yeah.
I thought it was fun.
Nah, he said that's
I thought it was where he could catch it. He lasered it in there.
Yeah. What about the Connor Haywood though? We ain't like that either. It wasn't feeling that though.
That was a good one.
And leadership. He was lobbying for Connor to be out there for that play.
He knew what he wanted.
He said, "I want that guy."
Mm-hmm.
Leadership, man.
All right. So what's that score then for the Steelers? 3 plus 14, 17
Bro,
plus another touchdown for Mason.
I'm not a math guy at this time of day.
That's 24 for the Steelers. Okay. Somehow there's another field goal squeaked in there. No, 24 is good.
Okay. 24-17?
Yeah. That's my score. That's my score.
I like it.
Actually, dude, with how the defense played last week, we need 27. It's going to be like 27-24. We're going to need another field goal squeaked in there.
Yeah. I'm just, I get nervous
I wonder,
when we start
though,
rotating through our D-lines, man.
Hey, I wonder. Tomlin's aggressive in some of these moments and wants to see what the guys got.
Yeah.
4th down, we got like a 45, 50-yard field goal. Maybe it's like 4th and 2 or 3. We just go for it?
Could be.
He wants to see what like Pickett's got.
I mean, it could be.
What does Mason got?
Because you're not really worried. Like, you don't have to worry about like the whole the tie game element anymore. Like, that's not a part of it. So yeah,
we somehow get 27. It's 27-24.
Okay, win. I like it. I like it. Then
I guess that's the over too. That's 51. That's 10 points over the 41 and a half.
It is this. So we covering either way. I like that, baby. I like it. So shoot, man. I think we got some supers that just came in at the end of this theme, and we'll wrap those up, and then we will definitely get up out of here because it's Friday.
Enjoy
it's
12:15,
man. You know, we won't work this long on no Friday, Deke. We won't do this on no Fridays, Deke. I won't put my hoodie on. I'm just.
Okay. Fisher Momentum has his score predictions. He says 35-16 Steelers Jags.
Okay.
We keep that offensive mojo going.
I like it.
Fisher Momentum says the #1 podcast in the world. Hit the like button.
Hey, salute you, man. We greatly appreciate you and everybody that has liked this video, like this stream, and I liked all the other videos on the channel, man. We definitely appreciate you for that. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you're subscribing as well, man.
Our Barley 18 would love to call in sometime and explain. Hard to do here in the chat. Not hate,
facts.
Just different view of most. Maybe next time lines are open.
Nah, man, right, definitely, fair. Man. Nah. And yeah, it's never any hate, man. And I do like the fact that you have a different opinion because not everybody's gonna have the same opinion. That's what makes us as people unique and special. I'm all for it, man.
He's a Penn State guy, I guess.
Oh,
he's a Penn State or WVU guy.
Must be.
Fish Momentum. Thank you. Shout outs to Moats and Deke. Salute.
I salute you, baby.
Steeler Nation on fire. That ball was definitely overthrown. If Pickens didn't get pushed by the DB, it wouldn't have been a catch. Steeler Nation on fire is one of our homies too.
I just, like I said, man, I don't argue with those. If you feel that, cool. Cool. Because clearly we're not going to be able to agree. It's kind of like, you notice when we started, it got to a point in the podcast where we never really argued about 7 anymore. It was like, you know what? We're just not going to ever be able to agree on this. And that's fine. That just seems like one of those ones I'm not going to be able to agree with you on, but that's fine. If that's your opinion, that is fine. So with that being said, though, it is the weekend, man. So y'all enjoy y'all studs. Everybody stay safe out there in these streets, man. And enjoy the game. Don't forget, man, Saturday night following the game, Space Talk Live, man. Definitely tune into that right here on the channel, man. Have a little fun like we always do. Research is mandatory. So other than that, man, shout out to each and every one of y'all. And until next time, baby.
Peace.